officer sustained minor injuries while responding to weather-related incidents. 8 police vehicles are involved in traffic accidents due to the weather. Many cars are left on the side of roads in metro Atlanta due to icy conditions.
Lilburn police and road crews are out on the roadways removing many cars that were abandoned by motorists trying to get home during the storm. Senior police officer Veronica Arnold tells us so far today they've towed at least 10 cars near Camp Creek Road and Main Street.
But there's definitely going to be more. We're continuing to remove some of them just because we had a long wait with tow trucks.
She adds that a lot of people are out walking and even driving in the area now, but Lilburn and Gwinnett County Police are urging people to stay home and off the streets while crews work. Daphne Young, 95.5 WSB.
Most parts of metro Atlanta are above freezing at this hour, but just barely. It's 36 degrees in Atlanta. Will we warm up anytime soon to melt the ice? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A deadly school shooting today in Nashville, Tennessee.
Police say a 17-year-old boy killed himself after shooting 2 girls, one fatally, in a high school cafeteria in the Antioch area of Nashville, Tennessee. Police spokesman Don Aaron.
There were 2 SROs in the building. They were not in the immediate vicinity of the cafeteria when this happened.
Back in March of 2023, a shooter killed 3 9-year-olds and 3 adults at a private Christian elementary school, also in Nashville. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
New concerns about bird flu in Georgia. It is now confirmed in another poultry flock.
The second confirmed case is also in Elbert County, not too far from where the first infected flock was located. Georgia's Agriculture Commissioner Tyler Harper.
We will not stand down until we have comfort in knowing that we've addressed it here in Georgia.
All commercial poultry operations within more than 6 miles of the site where the 2 cases have been found are under quarantine and will continue to undergo increased surveillance testing for a period of at least 2 weeks. None of the infected birds made it into the food supply. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia Senator John Ossoff says President Trump's sweeping pardons of people tied to January 6th is troubling.
I have a real problem with the blanket pardon of more than 1,000 criminals who overran the United States Capitol to try to disrupt the peaceful transfer of power.
Ossoff says it sends a dangerous message. He says President Biden's last-minute pardons were also concerning. It is now 3:03, and the Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather, and in the 24-hour traffic center, it's Andrew Seco.
Watching a busy spot of the southwest side. We've been following most of the morning into the afternoon. Overturned Big Rig. We are back on the shoulder, but the brake lights remain. 20 eastbound merge into 285, exit 51. You are seeing those brake lights as you try to head north into the Cobb County border. Elsewhere, speed limit conditions on the interstates, but the side roads are going to be the main impact as the day gets a little bit later and those temperatures drop. Remember, once it gets colder again and once you are trying to head out, remember to try to stay off the roads if you can. If you absolutely have to be out, reduce your speeds and drive with extreme caution to get to and from your destination safely. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Epwards. Mostly sunny today, but still frigid with a high of 36. Lows tonight back down into the low 20s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high 41. Another cold start on Friday, morning low 24. Daytime high 42 with a partly cloudy sky.
It's 33 in Peachtree Corners, 35 in Marietta, 33 in Stockbridge. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable, huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Hessler. The other voices you hear are the doctrinaires. Man of 1,000 voices, Tim Andrews. Lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher, will join us at some point in the show, I believe. The man behind the glass, George Clark, has yet another day off, but we have Blue behind the board and his fabulous chin beard. And the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
I almost didn't come into work today, Eric.
You almost didn't come into work today?
Well, yeah, once I saw the news that Netflix was raising their prices yet again, I wanted to jump in the internet mob. Everyone's very upset with Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Record profits, and they raised the prices. How dare they do that?
And hey, you know what? Anybody listening, I don't want anybody to stop listening to my show to go do other things. But you know what? Every once in a while, the world is more important. So what I'm saying to you is if you get online right now and you complain about Netflix, I believe you will make change. I think Netflix will back down. No, I don't. I don't think no matter how many people. This is how it works. You don't complain because you don't have a right to have Netflix. If you think Netflix is too expensive, oh, that's right. You stop becoming a customer. You cancel Netflix. And then if enough people cancel because of the price going up, after a while, the people at Netflix will say, we should probably bring the price down to get some of these people back because this is not a good look for us. It's not good for us. We're not making money. But here's also the thing. If you stop being a customer and no one else joins you, then Netflix is just going to say, well, apparently the market can absorb the... You see, there's no guarantee for you in life. I'm sorry. You don't have a right to Netflix at the price that you've decided is a good price for Netflix. What you've decided is, at this price, I like Netflix. At this price, I'm willing to continue to subscribe to Netflix. I don't know if it's the education system. Well, that's what they were charging me before. So what? Is that written in blood in the Magna Carta? Like this is a right now? It's $13.99 forever? Or whatever it was? You need to start understanding where you fit in the marketplace. If the current monthly price of Netflix is something that you find outrageous, I'm assuming that what that means is you don't think the programming available is worth that price.
$15.49 now, and it's going to $17.99.
Right, if you don't like that, the answer isn't getting a mob together, getting placards, and stopping traffic. The answer is you've lost me as a customer, but then you have to deal with the outcome if all the rest of the people don't do what you did, meaning everybody else is enjoying Netflix at the new price, and you don't get to see that show. You see how the world is? Every decision has a consequence. And in life, if you're smart, what you do is if something matters to you and you're thinking about it, and you do the pros and the cons. These are the pros, these are the cons. Whichever list is heavier rules your decision. But what never comes in if you're an actual thinking human being is, I have a right to this. Why do you have a right to that? Can you point to a document that says? Because if there's a document where lawyers signed, guess what? You're in the right. Somebody guaranteed you something.
The Netflix Act of 2022.
If that was a thing, it would be stupid, but you would have a right.
I do see that they have co-CEOs. They have Greg Peters and Ted Sarando. So maybe if
Peters is the bad guy.
Maybe we split them somehow. Maybe we jump on Ted's side, and Ted will help.
Fire one of them, and then you'll have enough money.
Oh, there we go.
To not raise the rate.
By the way, the idea that you raise rates when you're making money is kind of how business is done. When you raise rates when you're not making money, that's usually an indication that you'll soon be out of business. Apple doesn't have to get $1,200 from you for every iPhone. It's just that they figured out that that's what you're willing to pay. I mean, you could sell an iPhone probably for $500 and still make a small profit. I don't know. But have you noticed that Apple, who I think is still the most successful company in the world, I know NVIDIA had a moment there, the prices keep going up. So why doesn't that apply to Netflix? This logic? Is it the educational system? Because I'm guessing this grousing is coming from 20s and 30-year-olds more than anything else. So is it the educational system that doesn't teach you how you fit in as a human being in the system?
And honestly,
Netflix owes it to me. Point to the document that says they do. Oh, you just thought everybody knew.
And the other thing is, every single day there's a grievance like this. Like today it's Netflix, tomorrow it's going to be something else. The day before was the inauguration. You know, there's always something that people are going to take a side on.
If you've decided to never be a productive human being, then that's what you do. You just bitch all the time. And you just keep on bitching, thinking, if everything was fixed, then I'd jump in and be productive. But why would I?
Okay, where's all the complaining on social media? Not to step on your parade over there, Jared, but I don't see it.
You don't see it trending here?
No.
Look, I'm on X right now. Look at put in Netflix into the trending bar.
Well, you're being challenged right here on the show. It's surprising to me. This is
I found one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. People are
by
not.
Sega PlayStation. Anime Avatar says, F everyone at Netflix, and everyone is spelled wrong.
No, of course. And by the way, that's another thing. It's like the fact that everybody is texting now, which is not necessarily public, can be made to publish. But you got the Twitter and the X and everything else. And, athletes and celebrities, their tweets, their posts, whatever, are being shown on television. And then, if you've got a Ring thing, like a doorbell, like you end up inside of these, neighbors. What's that other thing called? Neighbor?
Next door is...
Next door. But here, the thing is, it's just validating my thoughts that the world continues to get dumber and dumber and dumber. Apparently, almost no one has the ability to write a cogent sentence. Again, do we blame the education? People go to school. Like they're forced to go to school whether they want to or not until like the age of 16. So somewhere along the line, you'd think the putting together of a cogent sentence, each and one of these students graduates knowing that the earth is melting and that Greta Thunberg should be the next president of the United States. They all graduate knowing that. So very few graduate understanding how to produce a cogent sentence. You see it on ESPN and Fox Sports all the time. Like somebody will do something great, or there'll be some scandal in sports, or maybe people are mad at the refs or whatever. And then like other celebrities, they'll feature their post, their tweets. And you just think, okay, I know you're a multimillionaire, and you didn't need to learn how to read and write to do that, but given the fact that you're in your mid-20s and you have millions of dollars, wouldn't you just want to learn how to? Isn't that something you wouldn't just get there and say, I'm sitting on a pile of money. I don't know how to write a sentence, but that's okay because I got the pile of money. If I was sitting on a pile of money, I'd think to myself, you know what? In this lifetime, I think I want to learn how to read and write. Of my own volition. No judge sentences me to do it. No employer incentivizes me to do it. Just me alone, 25. I'm sitting on millions of dollars, but it occurs to me I don't know how to read and write properly. Just of my own agency, I think I'm going to go out there and give it a shot. It's so embarrassing.
Old man emoji.
Old man emoji. You're correct. It is only old men who believe that reading and writing...
And women.
And women.
School marm types.
Oh, yeah. With that thing, that bun,
with
that big wooden
ruler
trowel
or whatever. The trowel. Whack you with if you get lippy.
I don't think fourth grade teachers look like that anymore, but they certainly did when I was growing up. They were very stern looking, and I had a couple. They had this big bun on the top of their head, and like just a big old wooden rod through it, which could be used as a weapon when called for.
See, I like improperly spelled tweets like this one here. Sabrina Smig says, damn, spelled incorrectly, Netflix is definitely going to burn in hell after price gouging everyone. Greedy ass, beep, 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 beep,
I can't afford $2.
How'd they spell damn? Without an N?
Yes.
Well, hey, I'm 25. I don't hear an N, so we're making it better. You know how much energy in my life I'm saving by not throwing an N every time I write down the word damn? I mean, it doesn't matter to me that it's a completely different word without the N that has completely different meaning. Because here's the deal. I'm not a real thinker, and you know what I meant. That's the cry of the big-time illiterate loser. You know what I meant.
I bet you the complaints are a lot nicer on Blue Sky. I'm going to check that now.
Oh, Stephen King, is he mad?
Well, don't forget. Don't forget, there's the other one too that they're really pushing. It's the Hello Quit X app, and it's just like that. It's just like blue
yes,
right off the
everybody
tongue.
should do exactly what I do, and if you don't think like I think and do what I do, you know what? I can't guarantee you a room next to me in heaven, which, by the way, I have reserved because I'm on the right side of history. You know that. I know that. We all know that. I'm better than you.
I'm going to make the Hello
How can I be as good as my friend? Oh, I'll join the Hello Goodbye X whatever.
It's Hello Quit X, and I'm going to make a Hello Quit Netflix app now. Just for this.
I see celebrities that go over to Blue Sky
Yeah.
that are still on X. They go over there. They're not getting as much engagement. And if they say anything of logic, yesterday this happened to Chuck D.
D from Public Enemy.
From Public Enemy yesterday. At first he said, I don't think what Elon did was this. He's just
it wasn't
hyper.
a Nazi salute.
Right, he says just being hyper, and that's who he is, and all this stuff. You don't have to support him if you don't want. Quit the app. Right. Put your money where your mouth is what he was saying. And every reply was, "You're not right about this one. You're not right about this one. F you, da 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 da." The whole guy, and then he's just like,
"It is not possible to not be a complete moron and believe that he knowingly and purposefully gave a Sieg Heil." Yeah, I'm telling you. It is not possible that a rational thinking human being comes to that conclusion. And you know what? You know it, but it's like a pep rally. It feels good to me to be talking to my friends about how Elon Musk came out of the closet as a Nazi after the Trump victory. You know what, Eric? Take your logic and shove it where the sun don't shine. This feels good to me. And I don't want any sort of logic like a person who has business interests all over the world, even if they were actually a Nazi, would hide that.
Yeah, wait for this moment to do it.
Yeah, so, you see, it just, there's a thing called logic, and you can use it. It helps you as a tool, because sometimes, most of the time, actually, when we're thinking emotionally, we're kind of getting it wrong. There may be a kernel of truth there, but we're kind of getting it wrong when we're letting our emotions go. So what you do, see, it's a crazy trick. You take your emotions for a moment, you set them aside, and you apply logic. Is it logical that a person with business interests all over the world would come out of the closet as an actual Nazi?
On the inauguration.
He did it by mistake. He revealed himself.
Now,
and see, now what you're doing is you're telling me with that kind of logic that you read minds.
Yes.
You see, because logic can't help you then. Once you decide that you know what somebody's really saying, i.e. I read minds, I have to admit logic can't help you there because you've left the path of logic. But really, life is easier if you don't get caught up in so much BS. We're all going to get caught up in a good deal of BS in life. But you're wasting a lot of energy trying to convince your friends that Elon Musk is a bona fide, certified Nazi who loves Hitler and wants Trump to lead exactly like Hitler because he hit his heart and threw his arm up. I guarantee you can go through and find plenty of people on all sides of the political spectrum who have been caught in a photo with something that looks a bit like a Sieg Heil. Who's that?
Taylor Swift.
It's Taylor Swift live on stage.
We've seen images.
Have you noticed that when you wave high, you're getting close to it?
Yeah. No more waving. How about that?
Well, you remember what they did with the AOK sign?
Yeah.
I mean, as Eric von Hessler, I say F you, 25-year-old, all my life. When you put your index finger, your thumb together with the three fingers up, that meant A-OK. So what I say is F you. It still means A-OK. And you can see me doing it in a picture and know, oh, there's nothing nefarious there. No, it doesn't matter what your college professor told you. You can see it and know there's nothing nefarious going on there. And if there's nothing nefarious going on there, why are you expending energy?
What am I supposed
Elon Musk has a lot of flaws. Elon Musk can be made fun of, mocked, even hated, and I can understand the reasons why, and on a few of them, I might agree with you. But what I'm about to say is 100% true, whether you like it or not. Elon Musk is not a Nazi. And he doesn't have to be in order for you to dislike him or make arguments against him. But what didn't happen, sorry, is he did not give you a gift the other day by revealing himself. You're an idiot.
But what am I supposed to do when my favorite politician is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and she says that he did?
Oh, yeah, by the way, is this the way politicians should sound? I mean, this is the way a 23-year-old should sound.
You're going to do a Hail Hitler?
Huh?
Or their rebrand a Roman salute?
What?
From behind the presidential seal of the United States of America? It's on. It's on.
What's on?
Well, I think what she's saying is if AOC had been in Germany when Hitler was around, she would have taken care of him.
Sure.
She would have taken him out. All by herself. By the way, this is the congressperson who, after first being, when was she first elected? 2018?
I believe it was 2018.
So how many years ago is that?
That would be about 7 years ago, right?
Yeah,
2025 now.
Okay, it is 2025.
As far as election cycles go, 6.
All right, we're getting on 7 because the important thing is, in one of her first interviews, she said that because of climate change, the world would end in 12 years. So she's more than halfway.
Over halfway, yeah.
She's over halfway, and yet I don't see her on TV every day screaming at it. Like, if you believed that, would there be any other issue?
Well, they passed the Green New Deal, so...
Oh, so by that not ever being implemented, that somehow pushed things back?
Yeah,
Could somebody ask a question? How many years did it push back?
The world is going to end in 12 years if we don't address climate change. And
that was 7 years ago. Why isn't she... Or am I to assume that she believes that we have addressed climate change perfectly well? What doesn't make sense is that she still believes that, or that she believed it then, or maybe she just said something stupid. But shouldn't some reporter ask her, hey, you still believe this? Because if I believed that the world only had 7 years left, I have to be honest, I think I'd drop all my hobbies and all my other interests. I think I'd either do that, or if I was a politician, I would talk about one issue only. We only have 7 years left.
It's on.
Ooh.
What did she said, hail.
Can you imagine? I know. Well, it kind of translates to that, right? Hail, not hail, but it does kind of translate to hail, right?
Let me Google that.
I don't know. What else could it mean?
Be careful.
Hail.
No, Eric, you've been making those gestures on the
I don't
WSB
give a damn
camera.
because stupid people, this is the thing that I have said all the time. It will never happen that someone less intelligent than me will get me canceled. And if you like to get people canceled for things they say on the radio, de facto, you are less intelligent than me. So that's not going to happen.
It's on.
When you're a Nazi, these people realize that Nazism is about a whole lot more than body language. Like, you'd have to see people actively involved in the things that Nazis do.
Sort of means holy in German.
Oh.
Salvation holy, so they're
so
deifying
they're
him. They were
deifying,
deifying
right.
him.
So it's not hail.
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 Hail in the sky.
Sleet Hitler.
I mean, this is the person, if you're on the left, you're behind. This is your rallying cry. It's on.
I had friends last night.
What does that mean?
That I noticed on their social feeds. I almost sent some screenshots
because it feels fun. I'm telling you, it feels fun to pretend he outed himself as a Nazi. It feels fun. There's no logic that can be applied to it.
You pull up one of them here. This is. I'll make sure.
How do
this
you
is
hang out with these people? I've gotten to the point where I hang out with very few people. I'll give you that. But it makes my life easier.
Yeah.
Here's one of my buddies.
You hang
here
out
that
with your
wrote
Beatles
this.
records.
Yeah, me and my Beatles records. That's all I need.
He will remain nameless here.
Good.
If you're defending Elon's salute, please feel free to record yourself doing it and send it to your employer. Better yet, go to Germany and try it in front of their authorities.
By the way, you see this person reveals they're simple.
Yeah. He's very left-wing.
There is no need to defend something that he didn't do. I'm telling you, kids, get on with the logic. It's actually a lot more fun, but you can't play quite so many video games a day. You may have to apply yourself. You got these 20-year-olds, it's like 8 hours of video games and then go online. Oh, Elon Musk is it's like, you actually got to read books. That's the point. You got to read books.
I would think if they're playing video games all day, they would probably like what he did.
Oh, you think there's a Nazi contingent?
No, there's
video game players are Nazis.
But those young guys that it's cool to like Musk because you're not supposed to.
Right.
Well, in their peer group. You're
well,
not
there is a lot of that.
Yeah. You're not supposed to like Trump, but...
I was having a conversation with some friends of my son, and one of them kind of got me out of the idea of like that all the incels aren't really incels. I mean, there are incels, but then there's just a group of kids who love being the other, like love not doing it the way you're supposed to
rebelling.
do it. You're rebelling. Which, by the way, is what teenagers are supposed to do. The weird part was those years when teenagers were telling adults, we need more laws.
Yeah, we don't want to drive.
A teenager is supposed to say, F you, mom and dad. You did it wrong. But we had this period of time where the teenagers are like, we need more laws, and we need more regulations, and we need people to be held accountable. What teenager wants people held accountable?
I don't want my driver's license, Dad.
Oh, yeah, no. And we shouldn't drive because it's dangerous. Well, thank goodness previous generations built all the tall buildings.
It's on.
Meet EMC Security's hero of the home.
After some break-ins in my neighborhood, it got me thinking about my family's security. A friend recommended EMC Security, so I called them. Now I have peace of mind that my family is safe without having to sign a long-term contract.
Way to go, Sarah. Be the hero of your home with no contracts, fast and reliable monitoring, and rates as low as $16.95.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Our farmers feed us all. For generations, they've done what's best for the land. So why is the litigation industry threatening Georgia farmers' go-to crop protection tool? Without glyphosate-based herbicides, crop yields will drop, costs will soar, and we'll all see even higher grocery bills. Farmers need to be supported, not controlled. To keep glyphosate available in our state, go to TakeControlGeorgia.com. Paid for by Modern Ag Alliance in support of Georgia farmers.
At Cigna Healthcare, we're designing a better way to treat your aching bones and joints. And that starts with predicting problems before they even become problems, up to a year in advance, with up to 93% accuracy. When you save time avoiding surgeries you don't need, you can spend time doing the things you love. When it comes to healthcare, a better system means better outcomes for everyone. That's better by design. Learn more at Cigna.com/better.
As Georgia's homegrown leader in business insurance, Builders partners with thousands of local businesses to safeguard workers and help them return to their lives after injuries. Explore reliable workers' compensation solutions at BLDRS.com. Builders, insurance built strong.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, Priority Men's Medical Center will get your love life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your love life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To regain your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Maximize every space in your home and get organized with Artisan Custom Closets. From master closets to pantries, mudrooms, and garages, Artisan will collaborate with you to design an affordable and luxurious space tailored to your needs. Visit artisancustomclosets.com.
Chris Chandler here from Atlanta's Morning News, hoping with Paws Atlanta to find a home for our first WSB Dog of the Month, Sherry. She is adorable. She is good-natured. Meet her at WSBRadio.com/dog. Our sponsor, Finley Roofing, will pay the adoption fees, too, for Sherry's new human. WSBRadio.com/dog.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, a school shooting in Nashville, Tennessee. A 17-year-old boy opens fire, killing another student.
The individual wounded 2 other students, one of them fatally, before shooting and killing himself.
Metro Nashville Police spokesperson Don Aaron says it happened in the cafeteria at Antioch High School. The other injured student has a graze wound to her arm. A new tool for Cobb County Police to support officers and their mental health.
2-year-old Bentley is a Bernedoodle and not your typical police canine.
Bentley is trained to assist first responders in times of need or after a stressful or traumatic incident.
Officer Aaron Wilson says Bentley will be on critical incident scenes as part of the department's peer support unit.
Just have somebody like a dog that officers can pet and play with, kind of help with their mental health.
Bentley has gone through 3 hours of training to provide that support to first responders. This is the department's first peer support canine. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
The Georgia DOT urging people to shelter in place today because of icy roads. The DOT says travel south of I-20 and south and east of I-85 ranges from hazardous to very dangerous. In Lilburn, Senior Police Officer Veronica Arnold says crews are removing abandoned cars.
Camp Creek Road, just kind of clearing up the roadway, making sure we're removing vehicles that were left on the road.
They've towed at least 10 vehicles in that area so far today. She says the icy streets make it even difficult for tow trucks just to get to those cars. Bird flu now confirmed in a second commercial poultry flock in Georgia. It's also in Elbert County where the first one was reported. Georgia Ag Commissioner Tyler Harper says this is a serious threat to the state's poultry industry.
We will not stand down until we have comfort in knowing that we've addressed it here in Georgia.
None of the infected birds made it to the food supply. It is now 3:32, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Andrew Seco.
Time to ring the alarm. Downtown travel advisory rolling out of the heart of Atlanta into Midtown. Overturn crash here in multiple center lanes, 75-85 north, approaching Freedom Parkway, exit 248C. You may want to use Northside Drive or I-285 as suitable alternates. And a little bit of trouble rolling through Marietta. Crash taken out of left lane, 75 southbound. When you get to the South Loop, that's South Marietta Parkway, exit 263. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upward. Sunny skies, but cold today. High 36. Lows tonight back down to the low 20s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high 41. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, morning low 24, afternoon high 42.
It is 34 now in Tucker. It's 33 in Covington and 34 in Fairburn. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Belinda here for Atlanta Vision Institute. I'm here to introduce you to a new procedure that Dr. Ashraf is performing called laser optics. This changed my life, folks. I was so tired of wearing contacts and glasses. The glasses were not around when I needed them. I had astigmatism, so the contacts didn't fit me well, and I had beginning stages of cataracts. So I went in. I was a great candidate for laser optics. It was a quick, painless procedure. The next day, it was like everything was in HD. The colors were more vibrant. The leaves were more vibrant. The sky was more vibrant. My husband was better looking. Everything was great. Laser optics with Dr. Ashraf, Atlanta Vision Institute. Go to the website 2020atlanta.com to find out more information. Also, take the quiz to see if this is a procedure that's good for you. Your medical insurance may cover it. That's 2020atlanta.com.
When it comes to your home, quality is crucial. Trust the Plus. Painting Plus. The Plus means siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and of course, painting.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus and the Plus family of businesses. Quality comes first. We have the most experienced exterior craftsmen in the industry.
If your home's exterior has it, the Plus can improve it. Painting Plus. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more. Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
Are the effects of diabetes, prostate cancer, hypertension, or high cholesterol robbing you of your ability to perform in the bedroom? Choice Men's Health can help you eliminate ED and get your bedroom performance back in just one visit. Choice Men's Health offers breakthrough treatments for ED and performance issues in the bedroom to help you regain your confidence and give you back the intimacy with your partner. Call Choice Men's Health right now to make an appointment and find out how you can eliminate ED on the first visit. Popular name brand pills like Viagra and Cialis don't work for everyone and can have serious side effects. Choice Men's Health custom medications work immediately, even if you have a medical history or think you're too old to perform like you used to. Choice Men's Health can help you have a fulfilling sex life again. Call Choice Men's Health today at 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. Once again, that's 404-400-1170.
Christina Edwards here. If your home is like mine, it is built on our famous Georgia red clay, which absorbs moisture and is very slow to dry out. It can cause a drainage issue in your crawl space, potentially growing mold and producing that musty smell. But call my friends at American Crawl Space Solutions. They will walk you through the issue and only suggest the repairs you need to solve the problem. Visit AmericanCrawlSpaceSolutions.com to schedule your free in-home consultation.
American Crawl Space Solutions. Foundations too.
Now, we were just talking about how the 90s just can't seem to quite make a comeback. I feel like the 80s are hot again, kind of. You were talking about a new Batman universe. It's just Batman 89, like the Michael Keaton Batman.
Yep.
Which maybe they'll start making movies.
Well, he's in that universe, that multiverse that they have over there at DC.
Okay, so they could from time to time slip over, but it's going to be Michael. Well, I guess they'll de-age him or something.
Yep.
Yeah, there's technology to fix it.
The fact of the matter is, you can have a Batman 89 universe, and Michael Keaton doesn't have to star as Batman. It can be somebody else. But I was just thinking about it. Like the 80s are kind of. I'm trying to figure out why the 90s. Right now, it should be like a lot of 90s nostalgia, and there's some. Because the kids from the 90s are now in their 40s, and
There's a lot of
they got disposable income. So it seems like maybe they'll be like, yeah, I'll go see a Creed concert, but it just doesn't seem like there's a big. And I'll let you speak, but I think initially, the idea for me in that is like things changed in the 80s so much that it probably made a stronger impression on people. You know, you went from film to video, music went from analog to digital. A lot like cable broke out to where you suddenly had 70 stations and things. I think maybe that stuff was just a bit more impressive than the 90s were just kind of more of the same with different people doing it. Because to me, it's like once Kurt Cobain died, I can't remember a lot of things that like pop culture, like what am I supposed to like the Ketchup song? What am I... Oasis and Blur, maybe? I don't know.
I think the biggest thing that the 90s has kind of held on to that I'm seeing a lot of with my younger Gen Z friends is a lot of the fashion trends from the 90s are coming back now. They're not as aggressive as they were in the 90s, but
I don't even remember fashion trends from the 90s. Like to me, the fashion trend from the 90s, so I had nieces who were in their teens back then, and it was like I would show up and they'd be wearing overalls with one flap down.
A lot of earth tones and dark hair with bangs, and it was straight because that era of...
I like that.
The Aquanet era came to a crash.
Yes.
And
the 80s hair was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to become a young man in America when every woman had a poodle haircut.
Yep.
That's a cross I bear. So I'll give you that. The 90s were much better. The brunettes with the bangs, that was fantastic.
Independent film got real big in the 90s, too.
I'll give you that.
Because
of Tarantino.
Don't forget that, too.
But then he's is he really independent? But I mean, yeah, some of that wasn't so great because you had a lot of movies that looked a lot like Pulp Fiction for like 2 or 3 years, like City of Industry and all those, like, oh my, can we get out of this?
I think arts aside, I think one of the biggest things that we're missing is, remember the computer in the house? Like, that was kind of the big thing.
That was late
90s.
That was
I know,
later.
but it's still 90s, though.
That was late. I mean, most homes, I don't think, had computers until like 98.
Right.
99. So you're kind of rolling into the new century there.
Hey, listen, 98's still the 90s.
It's a long way from Kurt Cobain's death to
it is.
The computer in your living room. What happened in between? Obviously there's always good things and stuff, but it just doesn't seem to be like when you can do goofy things. It's easier to kind of mock up the 80s, do goofy things. That band I'm digging right now, Magdalena Bay, all their videos are done like in today's world, but they're done as if video technology stopped in 1986. So it's like, it's easier. Like if you're going to do that about the 90s, what would you do? Have somebody careening across a ballroom, hanging on a chandelier. Okay, that's really the only 90s video moment.
Certainly,
that I can really remember.
A lot of bright and neon colors would come out of the 90s.
Nah, that started in the late 80s.
Did it really start
Yes.
in the 80s? Okay.
But also, when you bring up like independent movies and stuff, that's not really mainstream. Like the stuff from the 80s, Back to the Future was pop culture.
Mm-hmm.
It was, and something else that's changing, I think, in the 80s, and there was some good movies that were made in the 90s as well. Not all of them in America, that's
Twister.
for sure. Yeah, Twister, what a great one. The beginning of the end kind of started in the 90s for film. But the independent movies were not popular. I was going to go off on something else, but I lost my train of thought. So maybe because the 90s are so damn boring. I was going to make a point about the 90s, and then I can't remember what the hell that point was.
Well,
but it just seems kind of bland to me.
You can't displace, though, the boy band. The era of the boy bands was certainly the 90s, and then also, I mean,
even that's kind of, yeah, that's mid. That's right.
Late.
New Kids on the Block. No, New Kids on the Block were.
Oh, yeah, that's 88.
Going by my nieces as
NSYNC,
teenagers, I can remember that. pretty
Backstreet
big.
Boys, and then for me, like, I mean, I always.
But Taylor Dane, where the hell is she?
Who knows?
Yeah, 1990 hit and she was out.
When I first got into radio, and we were playing Taylor Dane constantly, and she had this personality, and she'd tell people to go to hell, and like she was a little bit older than your average pop star.
But on the female side, you would have Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, which, as a guy during that time, we were always like, oh, we never watched those music videos, but of course we did.
But is there a lot there?
Yeah, as a 30-year-old looking at Britney Spears, I was like, oh,
no. I enjoyed
Turn the sound down.
I thought
like,
I thought there was a lot of artistic merit in that
and that
video.
cheerleader outfit?
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah.
it was. Just I was responding to the art. What is it, Glue? You feel like you want to stick up for the 90s? Is that what
I can't believe you forgot about 97's Tub Thumping, like Chumbawamba.
Yeah, but that was a one-hit wonder, but
One
you're
hit
right.
wonder.
The one-hit wonder that defined the decade.
Did it? Did it?
I get knocked down. I get up again.
Oh,
That's right, because they tried to get rid of me, and I did it.
They had the
All right.
problem. They had
Who's
the
not existed since after the 90s ended.
You love
Immediately
that.
associate the 90s with tub thumping. I think that says something.
I think it says something about I know exactly how you vote now. That's because they were some kind of like socialist collective, and they were telling people steal our CD, and guess what? You don't make any money. You had like 12 people in the group.
Right.
And they're telling people not to pay for their CD.
To
How
Blue-
long is that going to last?
To Blue's point, I think you ought to look into a little album called "It's a Shame About Ray" by the Lemonheads. That really defines.
I'm not. There's
Macarena,
always
too.
there's always good stuff. There's always stuff. I'm just saying, it's easier to kind of be nostalgic for or mock or pay homage to the 80s because they jumped out of the 70s. The 80s were so different from the 70s, and then the 90s just kind of seemed like more of the 80s, but maybe kind of getting a little long in the tooth. That's, to me, like MTV died. MTV was born in the 80s, died in the 90s.
Real World killed it.
Still exists. I know it still exists. And that could be the reason. People got used to being entertained by their neighbors as opposed to like people who are there to entertain. And maybe that was the beginning of the end for all of our culture. The real world.
The real world. Well, yeah.
I mean, I just can't believe my wife watches some of these shows. I don't get it. How could I?
It's just
so I'm
trash
supposed
TV.
to sit here.
They're soap operas, but they swear.
Yeah, but it's always the same. It's like if I sit down, my wife's watching something I haven't seen before. I could just be like, "All right, who's the bitch? Who's the smart one? Who's the slut?" And apparently, to the American people, if you give me a bitch, a smart one, and a slut, you've got me for 3 seasons.
So she's a fan of Selling Sunset, I see.
Yes.
Oh, that show.
I
I've
think
seen some of
she's
that.
Selling Sunset.
I've seen that.
And the one that takes place it's the rich people in South Carolina or something. Southern Charm. Yeah.
Southern Charm.
I sat down trying to watch one show. I just said to my wife, none of these people are likable. I'm old-fashioned. I have to be able to root for somebody.
But the point of it, they watch it because they hate every one of them.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
the
but-
enjoyment.
Well, that seems like a negative kind of entertainment.
Well, look around.
Well, I guess.
I think people.
It's the Twitter of TV. Sorry.
Tim's right.
You know how
I
many
think people
liberals started out? How many people who ultimately became Rush Limbaugh fans, who started out as liberals who are going to listen to I'm going to keep an eye on Rush Limbaugh and I'm going to report every bad thing. And you know how many of those people ultimately are like, oh, this guy's making sense.
I think Tim's absolutely onto something. People like the dumpster fire aspect of it. They
Yeah,
like.
I get it.
They like thinking because their life doesn't have enough drama. I can get the same effect that drama in my life would be by
Whose
watching these
life
shows.
doesn't have enough drama? Who is wanting more drama
I don't want it personally.
in their life?
A monk.
They chose that life.
None.
What can I say?
Yeah, they don't want
chose
it.
that life, a drama-free life. Yeah, the thing is, I get why people watch these shows. What I don't understand is 5 years later, you want more. I could see wanting, like, I watched the first 2 seasons of Survivor. I enjoyed it. I don't need a 3rd season. At some point, they were doing puzzles on a beach, and I was like, okay, puzzles on a beach again? I'm out. Like, but when I was flying back from Spain, a person in a seat in front of me and to my left basically watched the entire season of Survivor.
Must be good.
There's people out there who either, maybe that was his first season, I don't know. But I don't understand the person who's like, 16 seasons of Survivor, I just can't wait. When does the next one start? I need to see people put together puzzles on a beach. The first time I see puzzles on a beach, it's interesting. I've never seen it before. So why people are, I'm telling you, it's like, I don't care. I'm not changing the world. I'm not changing the world. I'm just telling you what I know. What I know is we're becoming a boring people. Look, if people do not make the decision to sit down for a couple hours and read, over time, you will just become thinner and thinner when it comes to personality, soul, character, anything.
The Goldfish Society.
No, I want to sit down and watch, every 10 seconds. I want to see somebody, oh, she's a bitch. Yeah, let's watch this. Now, if it was a guilty pleasure, but you can't call it a guilty pleasure when it's like 60% of what you watch. It's what you're looking for first.
Now, with your Survivor example.
I'm in a bitchy kind of mood today, aren't I? I didn't realize that. Before the mic opened, I had no idea.
Jared triggered you with the Netflix.
No, he did. People do not believe how improvised this show is. What are we, 46 minutes in? I had no idea we were going to talk about any of this stuff, and I'm finding out that I'm in a little bit of a bitchy mood. I had no idea.
Lighten up over there.
I should.
Lighten up.
I should.
I have one more question about
It's
this.
a new day in America,
It's
right?
a new day in America. I've already gotten rid of all the DEI. I got troops going to the border.
I know, we'll
I've
get
done
into-
so many things
Yeah.
already. 2 days, 3 days. I don't know how
we
many.
are going to get into all the things that Trump is doing, and Eric's going to stop bitching about society.
I do have one question about the Survivor puzzle example you keep bringing up.
Yeah.
Now, when you're watching Price is Right and they show the same game again, do you get upset the same way?
It's a game show.
No, but it is a game show. But I'll tell you this. Usually what happens with game shows is I'm into them for a while, and then I've had it. It's like, okay.
Okay. That's fair.
It's like, how is
You're
it
consistent.
How is it after how a Price is Right been on 55 years and people still don't know how much rice-a-roni cost? Makes no sense.
On air,
online,
on the app,
where you get your news,
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
Thank you, Jesus.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Just enter the word at WSBradio.com or on the WSB radio app.
Your next chance to win is coming up at 5.
The WSB 5K day bonus blitz.
On 95.5 WSB.
If the last few years have taught us one thing as we head into another year, it's to value the things we can control. Hey, it's Mark Aaron back with you. Addressing hair loss, no exception. Our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration can reverse years or even decades of hair loss with their simple one-day treatment. Your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day, and your new hair guaranteed to grow for life. It works for bald spots, receding hairlines, thinning, men, women, younger, wiser. Advanced Hair's top-rated physicians have changed tens of thousands of lives, and now it's your turn. Schedule your free consultation by calling 470-660-HAIR, and to celebrate the new year, get special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Value the things you can control and start regrowing your own natural hair today. That's 470-660-HAIR, or discover what meeting your resolution could look like with before and afters at advancedhair.com.
You wouldn't know it, but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not requiring what's sold to be best, just suitable. Advisors with this loose standard often have limited investment and product selection. Trajan Wealth is held to a fiduciary standard, which is the highest standard of care in the advisory business. And that's just one of the many reasons we have billions of dollars under our care and attract clients from other advisors. Raise your standards today and call Trajan Wealth. 404-390-4000. That's 404-390-4000. Or visit us at TrajanWealth.com.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This past year has been incredibly tough for me. Hey, it's Belinda. Last year, I lost my dad. And most recently, my mom passed away peacefully at home. Please bear with me. My heart is broken. But I'm so grateful Mom was able to remain in her home until the end, thanks to the outstanding caregivers. I just have to tell you about Four Seasons Home Care. Mom loved the caregivers who took such good care of her. Knowing she was in good hands allowed me to be there as her daughter without the stress of managing everything alone. And I was able to keep up with my own responsibilities as a wife and mom, knowing we had these angels who were there day and night, making sure that Mom had everything she needed and fulfilled her wish to stay at home where she was most comfortable. Hey, if your parents are aging, don't wait to get caregiving help. Call Four Seasons Home Care and start the conversation. It's a free call and it can make all the difference. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
It's the time of year that Mama Bear and I work on our annual budget. Between you and me, I'm starting to think we're spending too much on salmon. Fortunately, with Scana Energy as our natural gas provider, we have options to save that fit our needs. Sign up and get up to $100 today. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/100 for details. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
It's Home Show time. The North Atlanta Home Show is January 24th through the 26th at the Gas South Convention Center. Yep, 3 days full of great deals, new ideas, and practical advice for your home. Tickets are available now at NorthAtlantaHomeshow.com. Use promo code BAKER and save 50%.
I think Timmy Andrews wants me to put out a call to all the school systems. He needs his son to go back to school tomorrow. So.
Well, he's getting bored.
He's getting bored, exactly.
Can't play that same game again there, Tim?
Come on.
We've done all the asynchronous learning. Yeah.
That you can handle.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday after leaving, everybody got home fine.
I was surprised. The city streets, the primary streets were fine, but the secondary streets, the 2-lane streets that I took,
a lot of ice,
were definitely icy, and I saw a couple people spin out.
I was on the Buford Connector. Somebody started spinning out in front of me, and I wasn't going that fast. I was going 40, 45 miles per hour, and just all my old instincts, Western New York driving instincts, kind of, you tap the brakes, hands off the wheel, as you're going. You told me that happened. You muscle memory, hands off the wheel.
I didn't even think about it until you brought it up, and I remember doing it.
Yeah, you see an ice patch, hands off wheel for a second.
Yep.
And that's it, I made it back. It's like it was. I wasn't going as slow as some people, but I understood. Even when I got on 400, this is well done. But you still got to be careful because there could be an ice patch somewhere, and the next thing you know,
do you have the blinker people in front of you?
Oh, this drives me crazy.
Hey, blink.
Yeah. The people with the turn signals, blinkers, both the hazard lights going.
Lights, yeah.
Okay. Is that person is just basically, to me, with those lights are going, ma'am, that person is going, you need to know that I can't handle this.
That's what that is.
I am fragile. My psyche is fragile right now, so I'm hitting my hazards to let you know maybe you want to give me some clearance because I cannot handle what's happening right now. Because everybody's in the same situation. We would all have our hazards on. Right?
Yeah,
everybody's in the same situation. We understand.
We're all going through the snow struggle together, and I know
the snow struggle together.
I hopped on the ATL Scoop Instagram account for a little while yesterday, and I mean, people were just
ATL Scoop.
Yeah, ATL Scoop is the account name. And
these are people who have scoop stories in ATL.
The scoop stories
you
around
can watch
Atlanta.
the guy drive into the Buckhead Saloon.
Oh yeah, that was wild. Like I mean, people they just don't know how to drive in this stuff. And
hands off the wheel, tap the brakes.
Exactly. I felt like it wasn't
a block away from the bar before you crash into it.
Seriously, I felt like even on my way home. Now I'm lucky because I have 4-wheel drive. My car, you can put it into 4-wheel drive. So at one point I did have to do that, but overall though, I think I could have made it home without going in 4-wheel drive.
Well, I didn't have 4-wheel drive, but I did. The anti-locking brakes. The anti-locking brakes did kick in a little bit.
I just don't understand why people just think that they can drive over this road like it or the
roads
roads yesterday.
Know. They don't know. It wasn't. The thing yesterday was the roads didn't look as hazardous as they were at times.
Right.
Because when the guy was spinning in front of me, I'm pretty good at detecting ice and whatever, and I didn't feel like we were in that situation until I saw him spinning. And I was like, thank you very much. That's on you. I've learned. Okay, thank you.
And I will slow
down.
down.
Hope you're all right. Hope you're all right. But, the hazard lights, this happens a lot when it's raining really hard.
Yeah, that too. You're not. It's a distraction, and it's against the law, I believe.
Is it against the law?
I think so. Certainly against.
I've turned them on like when I thought
etiquette.
When I thought fog was really, really thick, I've turned them on just to maybe give people a chance to know there's something up in front of them. But in those situations, really, it's just like I have a fragile psyche, and you need to know. I could melt down.
Keep away. That's telling you.
Any moment. So maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And it's a use of turn signals at least. God, I got so angry. This is probably what tipped off my mood today. So turning left off of Peachtree onto whatever, Beverly, whatever that is.
Right here in the heart of Midhead?
Yeah, in Midhead. No, it's actually, it was by the hotel. It was the light before then.
Okay.
It's the person, the light is green, and the person is just sitting there. I'm like, what are you doing? Just sitting there in front of me. And then they let all the cars pass, and they turn left into the hotel. No need for a turn signal there? Like, I have no idea if you're asleep, if you had a heart attack. You don't feel you should, hey, I'm going to let the guy behind me know I'm turning left. And to me, it's a moral thing. Like, I have become convinced that if you do not use your turn signals, you are just a bad person. You are not a moral, you know what, as much as I don't like the intelligence agencies, for someone who doesn't use their turn signal, I want the intelligence agencies to go into their internet cache and see what they find. I believe that a person who doesn't use their turn signal is a very, very bad person. And in those situations, I believe in extra constitutional means to weed you out of society.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Hey, Belinda here, and I have Barry Petrie, Director of Virtual Imaging. Barry has a very interesting testimonial I want him to share with our listeners. Barry, tell us your story.
Belinda, I'm 55. I'm in good shape. I work out every day and took this job about a year ago. Unfortunately, I started having some symptoms about 3 or 4 months ago, so I decided to scan myself. Learned that I had a very high calcium score, and especially most of that was in my LAD, which you know is the Widowmaker. Long story short, I had my first stent put in about 6 weeks ago at Northside, and I feel great. I did not realize that I had lost a gear, and I've got that gear back. And I would have been one of those people that probably would have dropped dead looking perfectly healthy at 60 if I had not taken this role and did that scan.
Oh, wow. Folks, that story hits home. What are you waiting for? Go to Virtual Imaging and get a complimentary heart scan with few minimum requirements for you and your spouse. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or visit virtualimagingatl.com.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Kayachio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, it is still an icy mess on many roads in metro Atlanta. DeKalb County issues a state of emergency and tells residents to shelter in place. First responders in DeKalb log at least 200 rescues of stranded motorists, with one welcoming a brand new life. Here's a report all new at 4 o'clock.
The 1-2 rescue involves a stranded woman calling 911 from the icily hard-hit Rockbridge area to say she was in labor. DeKalb County CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson tells me an ambulance crew managed to get to her, and then they got stuck.
Literally, we had to dig them out. We had to have an emergency crew go there, sand and salt, to get that ambulance out, to get that mother and baby that was delivered on site to the hospital.
Cochran-Johnson says DeKalb's still salting and sanding roads, but urges people not to travel unless it's an emergency. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
2 Gwinnett County police officers are injured while helping wrecked and stranded motorists during the winter storm. WSB's Steve Summers is live now with just how tough the storm was on first responders.
Yeah, Bill, during an 18-hour period, Tuesday and Wednesday, Gwinnett County police officers responded to 1,800 calls. Simple math, 100 an hour. Gwinnett Police Corporal Juan Mariedo says the start of snow and ice were just plain bad timing.
It started around 3 p.m. People are letting off from work, and so it was just a perfect storm. It caused a lot of traffic accidents.
More than 500 crashes during those 18 hours. 8 Gwinnett police patrol cars got into accidents during calls. 2 officers received minor injuries. They are recovering at this hour. Reporting live, Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
And the Georgia DOT is still urging drivers to stay off the roads. Right now, it is 36 degrees in Atlanta, staying cold tonight. Will we get any kind of a warm-up to melt some of the ice? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Even though Wednesdays are typically slow at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, they are trying to play catch-up due to the winter weather.
The airfield is open. All 5 runways are open. All of our taxiways are open. We have prepped and cleared the roadways leading into the airport as well. So the infrastructure here at the airport is working just fine.
Airport spokesman Andy Gobeil says over 1,100 flights are delayed or canceled today. Except for trains, MARTA services are suspended due to icy conditions.
MARTA officials say they will not be able to restore bus, streetcar, or mobility services until Thursday at the earliest. Road conditions just too treacherous for their vehicles. Train service is running on a weekend schedule, but there may be additional delays due to limited operator availability. The Red Line is running only between Lindbergh and North Springs, while the Green Line is operating only between Bankhead and Vine City. To get updates, check itsmarta.com or go to the MARTA On The Go app. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
A deadly shooting today at a high school in Nashville, Tennessee. Students are in shock.
We got to 5th period, and then all of a sudden we was hearing, oh, it's a shooting. And then everybody was just panicking and everything.
A 17-year-old student shoots 2 girls. One of them is dead. Police say the shooter then kills himself. The second shooting victim is recovering from a graze wound to her arm. A new training program in Georgia for how to handle rabies.
It was a near catastrophic incident last year, according to Georgia's Public Health Commissioner, Dr. Kathleen Toomey. A head of a rabid animal was being shipped to be tested for rabies. Problem was, that package was leaking.
Everyone from the UPS driver to our own staff in several districts and in the lab were potentially exposed.
It was uncovered that the state had no formal training for shipping these types of things, so they promptly held 12 sessions and trained 284 environmental health specialists. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia Senator John Ossoff says President Trump's pardons of people tied to January 6th is troubling.
These folks were violent. They attacked police officers. They desecrated the seat of our democracy, and he just pardoned or commuted sentences for all of them. I think that sends a dangerous message.
He calls it irresponsible. Ossoff says President Biden's last-minute pardons were also concerning. President Trump is revealing what former President Biden wrote to him in a letter he left for him in the Oval Office. Biden told Trump the American people and people around the world look to this House for steadiness in the inevitable storms of history. Biden added in the letter that his prayer is that in the coming years, it'll be a time of prosperity, peace, and grace for our nation. It is now 4:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather, and triple team traffic starts now with Andrew Seco.
Lighter than normal volume this afternoon with the weather and the freezing temperatures coming later in the evening. Everything on the roads expected to refreeze again. Seeing a little bit of a slow spot in the heart of downtown. 20 eastbound merging at a 285 north. Earlier trouble still leaving the brake lights as you're emerging from this spot. Over towards Panthersville, looking at a bit of a similar slow spot here. 20 east merging at a 285 northbound, on and off the brakes, heading from Panthersville up towards the Scottsdale area. And looking at trouble on the south side, 75 northbound, been on and off slow all day from Box Ankle up towards Forsyth. Allow yourself some extra time to keep a foot close to the brake pedal when passing through. Seeing a slow spot through downtown into Midtown. Here to tell us about it, the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center is Kobe Dawkins.
Yeah, 7585 northbound near Freedom Parkway, exit 248. Earlier rollover crash has cleared, but still seeing lingering delays back to Edgewood. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Clear and cold tonight as temperatures fall into the upper teens to low 20s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high 41. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, morning low 24, afternoon high 42.
37 in Decatur right now. It's 34 in Cumming and 35 in Union City. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Yeah, trying to keep up with the blizzard of Trump actions in the last couple of days is, I think of it like, let me see here. Federal workforce bids goodbye to job stability. January 6 defendants leave prison. 22 Democratic-led... A little powerful. 22 Democratic-led states sue over Trump's birthright citizenship order. Trump orders all federal diversity, equity, and inclusion employees placed on paid leave starting Wednesday.
Yeah.
Trump order targets Green New Deal programs with freeze to climate infrastructure law funds.
Spit it out. You got it all over there?
I'm trying to get it all in.
Well,
It's
I
happening
simplified it for you in a way more fun type of way than this old Bad News Bears song.
You're not into the William Tell Overture?
Is that what this is?
That's the William Tell Overture.
William Tell, he shot an arrow at his wife's head or
I
something?
don't know, though. You're getting him mixed up with William Burroughs.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
think they
William
were playing
S.
the William Tell
Burroughs.
game.
You like William S. Burroughs? I don't
He does.
I
I know. You're a big Naked Lunch fan, Trump?
Love the Naked Lunch. Still eat my lunch naked, thanks for that book.
And so, what, you've...
Well, back in the day, my first term, I did all sorts of fun, wacky, what was it, Demented Don and the Don?
Yeah, you
That's
did
right.
parody songs for us.
Well, I got a new group. It's called Donald and the Doges. Vivek was playing drums. We kicked him out. A little too fast.
He's running for governor of Ohio.
Yeah, that's the cover story we're using. But anyway, I'm busy. I'm so busy, but not too busy to make you guys laugh. I know you like the ha-ha. I put together a little parody song.
Oh, and basically doing what I just did with the William Tell.
Basically that.
Except entertaining.
But you decide. Huh?
Okay.
How great it starts with some big pens. Make America great again. Donald Trump is back, my friends. Gulf of America, that's what we call it now. January 6 indeed, 1,500 folks are freed. Parasteel is gone, no more dead whales. Drilling is fulfilling, never fear to win. Screw wind. Fighting folks are fired, never coming back again. And the Panama Canal is ours by right. Mountain, back to calling it McKinley with McCuskey whining on blue sky. Lot of words, line by line, orders issued. Trump never stops. Look at Big Pen, then again sign it. Oh, there it goes. Immigration cartel group, and that'll do a big list. Terrorists. What else do we need? More EOs I will feed. Tell you birthright citizenship and how much that is. That's a lot, right? Feeling pretty psyched. It's the end of the world as you knew it. It's the end of the world as you knew it. It's the end of the world as you knew it. but we'll be fine. My God, that's a lot of words. By the way, did you guys talk to Elon? Yeah, tell him to lay off a little bit, okay? All right, I gotta go. Bye.
You left the mic on there at the end.
Well, I was in a hurry to get back out. I had more things to sign. A lot of things to sign. My wrist hurts.
You were signing today, too.
Sign, sign everywhere. Sign.
Well, another
There's another one. Hey, I'm always thinking. Always thinking.
We always parody the songs that are at least 35 to 40 years old.
And by the way,
that's why the show wins.
If Michael Stipe is listening to this program, because he lives in Georgia, I guess, I don't know. But if he is, I'm sorry that I used your song without permission, but it's parody.
It's parody.
Parody.
We're covered by the parody laws.
Parody.
Along with all that signing, he's doing the big interview tonight on Hannity.
Oh,
on
yeah,
Fox
Hannity.
News.
What a surprise.
How do you feel about that, big shot?
Hold on, let me explain. You got the first interview with him as president.
Right.
Why are you coming after me?
Well, you took my 3 o'clock spot away. They throw me into the what do they call it? The overnight, whatever, 9 p.m. You get a 6-hour delay here, but I got Trump. Who do you have? Oh, Dr. Joe.
Actually, at 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, you got Dr. Joe coming up at 5. Everybody be tuning in for that.
And you got the president.
I have, the returning president, the victorious Donald J. Trump, who's back in the White House. He freed all those patriots who were just protesting nicely outside of the Capitol before some agitators from the FBI and the Secret Service. That's who that was, right?
I've heard stories.
We're going to get to the bottom of it. Mike Johnson, I'll talk to him, too. Do you ever get him on your show?
No, I don't know. I'm not. No. Why would I talk to Mike Johnson?
So you got some ambulance chaser on Friday, don't you? The lawyer or something? Talk about the legal underpinnings of getting out of a ticket.
I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to
Hey,
a
Donald
man.
Trump, what happens if I get a ticket? Do I call you? No, I call this guy.
I don't want to talk to a man who has to rely upon his young son to keep him from looking at porno on the internet. I find that to be strange.
Who's that?
That's Mike Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, everybody needs accountability. That's why I got Linda.
I don't need accountability.
I got Linda.
When I feel like doing that, I go find those sites and I do that. Am I
Well,
not
don't
just
tell
saying,
everybody about it. You got to lie about it.
Am I not saying what everybody does?
You're like
that
the guy
doesn't have a clinical problem down there?
You're like the guy in the 70s who walked into the adult bookstore without a raincoat on.
No.
You're proud of it.
No.
Proud of it. Look at me. I'm a degenerate.
I'm not talking about deviance here, but at some point something becomes so mainstream that it's difficult to keep it on the fringes.
Well, all right, I got to go, but I'll be tuning in at 5 to hear the chiropractor who tells you what to eat.
And who will you be tonight at 9 o'clock? Who will you be interviewing?
Well, the perfect, pristine patriot, Triple P as I call him, Donald J. Trump.
I look forward. I'm sure you're going to grill him. I'm sure you're going to put his feet to the fire. I'm sure you won't just be
Look
celebrating.
at this on CNN, this Jake Tapper. White House in talks for January 6 convicts to meet with Trump. They were were they convicted?
They were convicted.
Well, now they're pardoned. They're pardoned.
Yeah, I guess they wouldn't be convicts anymore, right? Doesn't a pardon wipes it away? A commutation, you
Right.
still have all that stuff sticks to you. So you're right. CNN is using language that's not
weighted
correct.
language, right?
Are they? If there was a Hunter Biden story, would they say convict because he's been
No, they would
pardoned?
say pardoned patriot, amazing, wonderful son who had a drug problem.
Great artist.
Who, it's his decision whether or not he wants to waste all of his money on prostitutes from Eastern
Great
Europe.
artist.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Did you hear about all his paintings getting burned up in California?
Can you imagine?
That's so sad.
What a valuable
It's a
loss.
loss to humanity is what it is.
It really is. It was his gift to all
I
of
know.
us.
Well, I guess he'll just have to get back.
Well, anyway, I'll be tuning in for or no thanks around 5:30.
And then what are you going to be doing tonight at 9
I'll be
o'clock?
talking to the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
All right. Well, touche.
I'll find out more about that note that Joe Biden scribbled on with crayon on a piece of paper. Left at that
Is there a controversy about that? Is there a scandal?
It was a nice note that he left him.
What did he like? Hey.
It was just.
I wonder if he writes the way he talks now.
I believe his
ice cream's in the freezer, buddy.
It sounded like his staff wrote it, just by
His staff has been writing everything for the last 2.5 years. There's plenty of stories about this. I don't know if people actually read them. Plenty of stories about this. If somebody, Bob Woodward, we don't need another book about how much you hate Trump. What we need a book about is what really happened on the inside of the Biden administration. I think that would be interesting to people who love Biden and people who don't vote for Biden. But certainly there is one hell of a story to be told, because I've seen stories in Wall Street Journal and some other places where like world leaders are talking about very strange things happening during meetings 2.5 years ago, not like something that happened at the very end. So where are the I think they're going to write their own. You need a Bob Woodward to come in and let them keep their anonymity because they all want to be in the next Democrat administration whenever that happens. So it can't really come out of memoirs because they're just going to make themselves look good, make the president look good. You need like a Bob Woodward type to go in there, a rake mucker. A muckraker.
Muckrake.
Well, he's so good, he rakes the muck first, and
then
he mucks
does
the
it
rake.
again, yeah. Anyway,
It's over. A muckraker.
I want to know if there were any diapers changed in the White House. That's what I want to know.
Well, only Dr. Jill would know that.
Well, you know, that they have a way that, you know, they plug it up. He doesn't have to worry about it.
Dr. Jill, not Dr. Jill. Although it'd be funny to hear a woman as Dr. Jill would call her Dr. Jill.
Autumn's on it.
Didn't we do that? Did we do that? I think before.
Yeah, Dr. Josephine.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't Dr. Jill. It was
I
Dr.
thought she did his
Josephine.
mom.
No, it was Dr. Jill. Well, she does that as well.
Okay.
But it was Dr. Josephine, who's the female version of Dr. Joe, who Sean Hannity is obviously very, very jealous that I will be interviewing.
When are you
today.
doing Toodle Pip?
I know. I'm sensing a little sarcasm in your.
Hey, guess who I have on this week? Peter Criss. He's going to be doing entertainment. I like the cut of his jib.
I don't know. If it's Hannity, my guess is Newt Gingrich is showing up at some point.
He's old nose.
Who's the lady? Does he still have the lady on always? Like when I was
Sarah-
driving to work. It was
Sarah
always
J. Sarah J. Carter.
Sarah
Yeah,
A.
Sarah A. Carter will be joining.
Is she still around?
Yeah, she's still around. She's doing things.
Yeah.
Does
she work for a newspaper or something? Or
You know what? I don't know where.
she just show up on Hannity every once in a while.
I'm going to put
what
my
is her
wife on
background?
with me like the Morning Joe guy.
Yeah, you guys should do a show together. You're both media personalities.
Sainsley.
Okay, it sounds.
Well, don't they mash up the
yeah,
names?
you might want to workshop that a little bit.
The Hannitys. H squared. Whatever, we'll work it out.
Yeah, you'll work it out.
Anyway, have a good show.
I'm sure, and you enjoy that.
Say hi to Dr.
You
Joe.
say hi to the president, and whatever you do, Sean Hannity, in this first interview with the president, do not challenge him on anything.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Guaranteed
celebrate.
that'll never happen.
It's a celebration.
That's right.
It's a celebration.
He is the pristine, perfect patriot.
Triple P.
Andrew Seco says there's better news on 75 South in Marietta.
Better news indeed. Just watch trouble completely clear out 75 South, just south of exit 263, South Marietta Parkway. Looking a whole lot better. No need for an alternate. As you're approaching the ballpark here, we are watching a bit of a slow spot heading into Ackworth, though. Got something causing some right lane issues. 75 northbound as you approach Highway 92, exit 277. Slow a little bit back into Kennesaw. And looks like we do have some better news downtown as well. Earlier trouble looks to have gone by the wayside. We are moving smooth sailing. 75, 85 northbound. No issues through downtown all the way up towards Midtown. Looking like we might have some trouble on I-20. Earlier merge traffic just will not go away. Here to tell us about it, the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center is Kobe Dawkins.
And that's correct. On the west side, 20 eastbound exit to I-285 northbound, crash off to the right, causing slight delays getting onto the perimeter. And looking over into DeKalb County, still I-20 eastbound, a little bit sluggish getting onto I-285 as well. No alternates needed. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Look at that. We're here to save the day here, Blue.
I'm chewing on Fritos, for heaven's sakes. What is happening?
I believe engineering is inside our station playlist computer.
Okay.
And they're
well, that's
messing
good.
with something.
Well, that appears to be the exact right time to do that.
I agree.
Got that low-rated afternoon show on. Let's do it now. Nobody's listening anyway.
I'm breaking through on live again. Hey, it's me,
Is
Sean
this you?
Hannity.
Hannity, are you messing with the airwaves?
The Hannity Doctrine with Donald Trump. President Trump, sorry.
All right. Well, so the board won't work to open up the next segment. So should we just go into? Do you have the home or nothing?
I think I can hit these here.
All right, let's
Hopefully
see.
Blue's got these up already. He's got a lot of stuff going on over
All
here.
right. So you got.
There we go. This is interesting.
Or
no thanks.
That's the old no thanks.
What?
I've never heard that.
I don't remember that. No thanks. It's not bad. It's kind of jaunty.
Play it again.
Let's hear it again.
No thanks.
You know what? That no thanks has got some funky attitude.
Sounds
And
like White Lines. The beginning of White Lines. Boo, 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 boo.
Good stuff.
It's nice to switch it up every
So
now
the way this works is Jared Yamamoto will toss headlines at me, and I'll respond with either
this is interesting
or badoom, badoom, badoom.
No thanks.
I don't remember ever using that.
I've never heard that.
So you know what happened is when we moved to afternoon drive, you wanted me to switch up all the sounders.
I wanted some new stuff.
And we tried
some
that one.
Fresh radio.
You wanted some fresh sounders, and I believe I played it one time for you. That sounder,
and I hated it,
and you just ate it up on the air. You were like, "That's the worst sounder
you're using
you
ate it up in the
made."
wrong way. Usually, you say ate it up, people
means
think
you liked
you
it,
like
yeah.
it.
Okay,
You're saying I tore it
You
up.
chewed it up.
I
How about
chewed it up and I spat it out all over your face.
Isn't that odd that we say?
I got
ate
in
it
trouble
up
for that, by the way.
Ate it up and chewed it up. Okay, Blue, I take
All
it.
right, now I have no idea what we're going to do.
So we're going to go to break here. It looks like he's got his board.
I promise you that we're going to have some semblance of a radio show over the next 40 minutes or so till we get to the next hour.
Jewelrygram, it's your friends at Shane Company here to remind you that Valentine's Day is Friday, February 14th. It's the most romantic day of the year to give and get fine jewelry. We have expertly crafted gifts for every type of sweetheart. For the one, we'll help you propose with the dream engagement ring. Come see our wide selection of hand-picked natural and lab-grown diamonds in all shapes and sizes. In stock and ready to compare side by side right here in our store. Or maybe you'll fall in love with the natural, colorful gemstone. At Shane Company, we're known for our sapphires in every color of the rainbow. We have options for every style and budget. Get creative and design a custom necklace with meaningful charms, including 14-karat gold letters, engravable hearts, and birthstones. Our mother-of-pearl heart-shaped collection makes a perfect gift that's ready to give. At Shane Company, love is always in the air with our unmatched free lifetime warranty, everyday competitive prices, and no-pressure shopping experience. Come see us in-store and at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
At Cigna Healthcare, we're designing better weight management treatment options. Making sure that those who need GLP-1s have access to them is the first step.
1 mile complete.
And we help them take the right steps after that, giving them the personalized support they need to keep going.
1 more mile complete.
When it comes to healthcare, a better experience means better outcomes for everyone. That's better by design. Learn more at Cigna.com/better.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, Priority Men's Medical Center will get your love life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your love life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To regain your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
With MSC Cruises, discover big on a mini getaway or treat yourself to a week-long vacation. For a limited time, book now and enjoy up to 35% off cruises, plus kids sail free. Sail to the turquoise waters of the Bahamas with stops at our private island, Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve, or experience the beauty of the Caribbean and more destinations. MSC Cruises, for a greater beauty. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Belinda Skelton here with Dr. Ashraf with the Atlanta Vision Institute, and I'm a proud recipient of the laser optics procedure because it literally changed my life. I went from wearing glasses and contacts and not being able to see leaves on trees clearly, being tired when I read books at night, tired when I worked on the computer for long hours at a time. And I know that you hear a lot of this, Dr. Ashraf.
Yes, Belinda, I hear all these accolades all the time from patients. It is truly a life-changing procedure. This will not give you x-ray vision. However, if you want to get rid of the hassle of glasses and contacts and want to improve the quality of your life, this is a great procedure for you.
Go to 2020atlanta.com to find out more information. Take the quiz. See if this procedure is a good option for you. That website again is 2020atlanta.com. Your medical insurance may cover it.
All right, because of the weird glitches, we only have a couple minutes here. Let's see if we can get one story in here.
Well, this is from the New York Post. Safe words aren't just for sex anymore. They're helping people become better parents by using safe words around their... Oh, no. Gotta have the little mixer there, Blue.
No thanks.
Or you've got...
No thanks.
Either way, no thanks. Read the headline again.
Safe words aren't just for sex anymore. They're helping parents become better.
I got to tell you, man, my parents didn't need safe words. Every once in a while, they'd be so blunt, they would say things like, do as I say, not as I do. How come you can do it? Because I'm an adult and you're not. My guess is that the safe words thing is, it's like we saw some kind of story about it where, they talk about the pet, referring to a pet like the pet's humans rather than the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is kind of some of the same thing where, we have safe words.
Well,
like
in our family, if we say macaroni, that means bedtime.
I don't understand it.
See, here, what it is if you do what you're told, you get good things in your life. And if you don't do what you're told, the things that you like kind of go away one by one until you start getting on the right path. This is the kind of parenting that's been going on for thousands of years. Now we have to negotiate. If you're negotiating with your children, you're a bad parent. Unless you're working at a meta level where you want to make them believe you're negotiating with them because you think that will work better, that's fine. But if you genuinely feel that in adult matters or things like safety or whatever, you should really consider a child's thoughts, then you probably shouldn't have had children. You yourself are not adult enough to actually get to do the job correctly.
Well, if you want more, this is
You don't need safe words for your kids. You need bright lines of good and bad and acceptable and not acceptable. And pets don't have humans. Humans have pets.
Well, come on.
You can't just do goofy word stuff and change the world.
This Instagrammer who put this out has over 4 million views on their Instagram reel.
I stand corrected.
So you know what? They obviously know what good parenting is.
They've got the subs. I must admit. I got to admit. You got to know when you've been beaten. Andrew Seco is watching I-20 on the southwest side of town.
That we are, Eric. Earlier trouble still has not gone away. Overturned big rig still causing trouble. The 20 eastbound ramp to 285 north exit 51. You are slowing and going. Big time is emerging. Looks like they're going in and out of blocking that ramp entirely. You may want to consider taking an alternate right behind you. Exit 49 to Fulton Industrial. From there, you can hit Highway 78, hop back on the perimeter. And speaking of the perimeter, it's not often we can say this, but 285 is looking great. Got a nice speed limit ride north, south, east, and west through Smyrna Vinings into Sandy Springs, all the way down past Doraville into the Scottdale, Clarkston, Tucker area. How are those delays through Cobb, Cherokee County looking right now, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, dealing with some trouble off to the right, getting into Ackworth 75 northbound before Highway 92, exit 277. Just try to stay to the left if you can. And also looking at 575 rides, just a tap of the brakes getting into Woodstock. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age system, maker, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It's just not normal, friends. The pain caused from chronic joint pain day after day. But some of you have dealt with that pain for so long, it's become your new normal. Short-term fixes not working. Make the decision now to say, no, not going to live with that. It's Mark Aaron back with you. Get moving again in 2025 with help from my friends at QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, joint preservation. Yes, you can revitalize your joints with advanced orthobiologic treatments at QC Kinetics. No steroids, no drugs, no surgery. This is the future of medicine, using an array of natural solutions like PRP to attack the pain from arthritis. I want you to call QC Kinetics right now for a free consultation. Deal with joint pain now so you can make the most of the new year. Call QC Kinetics, friends. 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Ooh, up top, bike shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
and 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years!
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five!
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
This is Greg Trusinski from the Original Mattress Factory. I want to share the story of a couple I worked with recently. After receiving a quote from a competitor for a mattress, they visited OMF and found a mattress that was a great fit for them. They were so pleased with our quality and value that they ended up purchasing 2 mattresses, a box spring, headboard, and frame. Their total at OMF was roughly $400 less than what they would have spent on just the one mattress at the competitor. If you're ready to get better sleep for less, visit us at originalmattress.com.
Do you have cracked brick, concrete cracks, water leaks, or musty odors in your crawl space? There isn't a one-size-fits-all answer. AquaGuard's experts will help solve your problem. Go to aquaguard.net now and schedule a free inspection with AquaGuard.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, icy roads wreak havoc on Metro Atlanta drivers. There is a state of emergency in DeKalb County where residents are told to shelter in place. Natalie Dale with the Georgia DOT says too many people decided to get out and drive in the icy conditions.
We did not see a lot of people heed that warning to stay off the roads the way they did in the first storm system, and we're dealing with a lot of repercussions of that.
The DOT says travel south of I-20 and south and east of I-85 ranges from hazardous to very dangerous. Police in Gwinnett County are spending the day getting abandoned vehicles off the roads.
Lilburn police say at least 11 cars were left on roadways near Rockbridge Road, Arcadia, and Camp Creek and Main Street during Tuesday's snowstorm. Senior police officer Veronica Arnold.
This was one of our pretty bad roads, and it's kind of curvy, so there's a lot of cars that were left on kind of on the curve, so it just kind of was making things a little worse.
Officer Arnold says the abandoned vehicles were towed to Lilburn's police headquarters at no cost to drivers, and they're still urging motorists to stay home while crews continue to work. Daphne Young, 95.5 WSB.
A few schools already announcing their plans for tomorrow. Closed tomorrow. Coweta County, Griffin, Spalding County, and Henry County. Fayette County will have remote learning on Thursday. Right now, 36 degrees in Atlanta. Cold tonight. Will we reach the 40s tomorrow? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A 17-year-old opens fire at a high school in Nashville, Tennessee, sending students into a panic.
It was a lot of screaming, a lot of tears. People was screaming on their faces. They were scared to die.
Police say 2 girls are shot. One of them dies before the teen shooter takes his own life. The second shooting victim has a graze wound to her arm. The shooting happened in the cafeteria at Antioch High School. A second commercial poultry flock in Georgia tests positive for bird flu, and like the first, this one is in Elbert County.
It was during routine testing that bird flu was found. Georgia Agriculture Commissioner Tyler Harper says that should increase your confidence in poultry that's on store shelves.
We test all commercial flocks constantly and consistently before they're ever sent off to be part of the food supply chain.
The 2 flocks that have tested positive are under quarantine right now and will continue to undergo increased surveillance testing for a period of at least 2 weeks. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Following President Trump's order, CBS's Cammie McCormick reports U.S. troops are heading to the southern border.
The Pentagon will begin deploying up to 1,500 active duty troops in the coming days. The order will be signed by the acting defense secretary. The Homeland Security Department is also preparing to begin targeted raids in cities with high numbers of undocumented immigrants.
An Atlanta-based credit reporting agency is ordered to pay $15 million to the federal government.
The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says Equifax failed to properly investigate credit disputes on multiple occasions. The Bureau says Equifax ignored consumer documents and evidence, allowed previous errors to be placed back into credit reports, and then used flawed software, which led to inaccurate credit scores. The order also requires Equifax to comply with federal law. They process more than 750,000 disputes each month. The $15 million payment will go to the Bureau's Victims Relief Fund. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's Home Depot is expanding its home delivery options. It's teaming up with Uber Eats, so do-it-yourselfers can get tools, plumbing supplies, and more delivered to your door. You can order products on the Uber Eats app. Home Depot already offers delivery through DoorDash and one-hour delivery through Instacart. A new four-legged friend helps police officers with their mental health in one metro county.
When you think of police canines, the image is often of a German Shepherd. Well, a 2-year-old Bernedoodle named Bentley is now the latest addition to the Cobb County Police Department, and Officer Aaron Wilson says he'll fill a critical role.
His role is to assist officers with their mental health. He's not out there chasing bad guys and hunting down people that are lost or anything like that.
Bentley will respond with the department's peer support unit after critical incidents to provide comfort to officers on scene. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 4:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather, and triple team traffic begins with Andrew Seco.
Stacking and packing heading into Ackworth. Crash causing some right lane issues. 75 northbound as you approach Highway 92, exit 277. Feeling the pinch all the way back towards Marietta. Maybe time to hop on Highway 41, saving you just a little bit of time here. Merge traffic on the southwest side. Still not letting up. We might still be blocking that 20 eastbound ramp to 285 north, exit 51. You want to hop on Fulton Industrial up to Highway 78, use that as an alternate merge spot. At the downtown ride, looking much better. Earlier trouble gone by the wayside. Speed limit conditions through East Point into the heart of downtown, all the way up towards Midtown. Watching delays on the south side, the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center. Here's Kobe Dawkins.
That's correct. Getting into the Griffin area, possible new trouble causing delays. 75 northbound before Johnstonville Road, exit 193. You're slow back to Highway 42. You can avoid that by taking Highway 41 as an alternate. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Clear and cold tonight as temperatures fall to the upper teens to low 20s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high 41. A mix of sun and clouds on Friday, morning low 24, afternoon highs in the low 40s.
Right now, 35 in Smyrna, 37 in Flowery Branch, and 36 in Jonesboro. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
How about a simple New Year's resolution? One where you're guaranteed to succeed. Hey, it's Mark Aaron back with you. Reverse the clock on hair loss with Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment. You'll feel more confident and more youthful when you witness your own natural hair growing into those places where it's been balding or thinning for years. From Advanced Hair's breakthrough technology to their highly experienced team, there's no one I trust more in hair restoration. Their simple FUE treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and your new hair is backed by the Advanced Hair Guaranteed. Simply put, Advanced Hair's exceptional standard of care makes your comfort and your results their top priority. Did I mention the results can last a lifetime? Celebrate this new year with a fuller head of hair and get a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR. See what meeting your resolution could look like at advancedhair.com.
Don't let a DUI ruin your life. Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Our farmers feed us all. For generations, they've done what's best for the land. So why is the litigation industry threatening Georgia farmers' go-to crop protection tool? Without glyphosate-based herbicides, crop yields will drop, costs will soar, and we'll all see even higher grocery bills. Farmers need to be supported, not controlled. To keep glyphosate available in our state, go to TakeControlGeorgia.com. Paid for by Modern Ag Alliance in support of Georgia farmers.
New year, new you, and a new level of organization awaits at Artisan Custom Closets. Tired of unorganized chaos in your closet? Let the local Artisan team transform any space in your home into an organized, efficient area. From a free consultation in your home to custom 3D designs that lay out your options and an installation process that takes no more than a day, Artisan Custom Closets makes it easy to create calm. Speak with a designer and schedule your free in-home consultation now at artisancustomclosets.com.
Well, I believe we're in the middle of Home or No Thanks, if I'm not wrong.
And we're joined by a special guest.
Oh yeah, Autumn's here.
Aw, did you miss me?
Nah, we missed you. Are you kidding me? With the open mics were just flooded. Where's Autumn?
Where's
I
the
love
donut?
People were saying, I love her, I need her. The donut, where is the donut? It can't be all sausage, they said.
you guys, I'm here. We can all relax and have a good time now.
Very good. We did a story about the AOC. We didn't have you. It's a lot of stuff.
No.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, it'll be all right. Well, we're in the middle of or no thanks.
Okay.
And we did get this open mic during the break, so without Autumn. So Autumn, you're splitting the audience here.
This is exactly why I listen to this show. This is Jeff from Brazelton, by the way. Just the banter and the random talk. It's awesome. Keep it going. Good stuff.
It's not easy, I got to tell you.
He was listening to yesterday's show when I was on the whole time.
Probably he was listening to the podcast and he thought that Autumn Fisher's so good. I got to call in and let them know what a great show this is.
Although that first hour was fire.
It was.
Was it? I guess it was. It was. It wasn't because you weren't here. You just happened to not be here when an hour was fire. That's all.
Well,
that's how it's going to happen that way. Okay. I'm sure you guys had a couple fire hours without me. Small fires, but not.
They were bonfires.
We had a rant. We had a parody song.
Oh
yeah.
Lots of wordplay.
Lots of word. Yeah, you've missed a lot. So, but you know what? It's good to have you on board.
Thank you.
Can you onboard her, please?
You got it.
I like that new. That's the thing that, remember, nobody used to say that. And now it's like when people get a job, I'm onboarding.
Yeah. There's been an uptick in onboarding.
What's happening to the language? I guess it's just changing. Right, Trump? They say things change, right?
They say things change. Can I also say happy anniversary to my lovely wife, Melania? We've been married 20 years.
Oh, is it today?
Today.
Look at that.
That's a lot. That's a lot. 20 years.
I have COVID. Don't come close to me.
That's fine. She's going to let me hold her hand tonight at dinner.
That's nice.
We'll see if you're a good boy.
With a glove on.
And another large-brimmed hat.
Again, the area that I guarantee you, all I will say is to every Republican listening, if Democrat president and his wife had that kind of public iciness, you would be making all the jokes that you would call my program director to complain about if I made those jokes about Trump. Then you know it. All right, so what do you got?
All right, from the Mirror, Justin Bieber shocks fans as he unfollowed his wife, Hailey Bieber, on Instagram. Oh, what?
No thanks.
No thanks to the entire generation that this is how we let people know.
It's a big deal.
Also, no thanks to the next running back, wide receiver, or quarterback who unfriends the team. This as a messaging device is annoying to me. Justin Bieber and what's her name? Hailey
Bieber.
Well, obvious it's Bieber
It was
now.
Hailey Baldwin before.
It's going to be Baldwin again. All right, I don't even follow these things.
But he followed her back already.
Did he follow her back?
Yes, it's no story.
Well, maybe he's just going through something.
He is.
Maybe it's an accident.
Maybe all of a sudden all that stuff he blocked out about Diddy is all suddenly coming back to him.
I'm sorry, baby.
So, this whole idea of registering your pleasure or displeasure about anything vis-a-vis friending or unfriending people or following or unfollowing people, I say, no thanks. I know I'm in a mood today, but I get in mood sometimes. And today's mood is people are just acting stupid.
Well, Autumn will sure.
Except for me and Autumn. Autumn's
I was going to say, are you going to unfriend the mood?
I'm going to unfollow the entire country.
Oh, and then we'll know where you stand.
You'll know where I stand, which is really it's a validation of mass passive aggressive behavior. This like when a quarterback who's making $40 million a year unfollows his team. Like, don't you have an agent? Other things that happen behind the scenes to work the stuff out. It's like a way to get people emotionally involved in your business. And people are simple, so you do it in a simple way. Oh, so-and-so unfollow. Remember Lamar Jackson, who was just in the divisional round of the playoffs for the Baltimore Ravens. Remember last year he unfollowed his team for a moment. He even wrote a letter of like goodbye to Baltimore. Well, his agent wrote it, but the agents always write these letters. But and now he was just in the playoffs in the divisional round.
What'd they do? Back a truck of money up to his house?
That's exactly what they did.
Basically what they did, yeah.
That's exactly what they did. And he deserved it. But
yes.
It's just like the whole part about unfollowing the team didn't mean anything.
Justin Fields did that to the Bears, too, before he ended up getting released.
And then they let him go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess he was right. But my thing is, so if I was the quarterback for the Bears, and then I was quarterback for, I guess he's the backup quarterback, Steelers, wherever, or you're a quarterback one place, why would you necessarily unfollow the team? That is still part of your life. It's like, that's the team that drafted you. That's when you're older and you're thinking back, you're not going to just act like that never happened. That's a childish way of looking at the world.
If you ever left WSB, you wouldn't unfollow WSB.
I'm not following WSB now, so I'm not on social media. So
I had a bad pork chop last night, so I'm unfriending pork chops.
All swine. I'm unfriending swine and swine products.
Even bacon?
That's tough, but
That's a tough
Yes.
one.
I hear it's killing us.
Yeah.
I hear it's like the ultra processed of processed foods. Every time you eat a strip of bacon, you slowly die of cancer. That's
Not if it's uncured.
What about well? I don't want something that's not cured. That's I
Why?
think because I think of things like diseases. I want
Well, if
things
you
to
cook
be
it,
cured.
you'll be fine.
Yeah, you're gonna. Are you eating raw? Maybe that's the problem that's killing you. is
No,
you're eating raw
no.
bacon.
No. I like it to be brittle. I like break on contact.
Oh, I like it kind of not.
I don't want to be wrestling with the fat.
Oh, I like
my teeth. I don't want that. I want
The gristle?
Yeah, I don't want the gristle.
There's no gristle in bacon.
It's just like a little.
It's just fat.
When bacon is raw, I think to myself, I would never like that.
Oh, I
Disgusting
feel the
looking.
opposite. I
Really?
mean, not raw, but like if there's a part of like one of those curly parts, that maybe didn't touch the pan as long. I'm into it.
Yeah, those are tasty. Some of the best parts.
You guys are disgusting.
When you go to Waffle House, you say, "I want bacon, hold the weight," and that means they don't put that little weight on top of it to make it flat and crispy.
Oh well, and you don't want it flat and crispy because you're
That's
a
right.
terrorist,
Yeah,
an obvious commie.
death to America. Uncrispy bacon.
She was the one who was like Red Note.
Yeah.
You notice how quick she went to Red Note?
That's true.
I think you're an
She-
enemy of the people, Autumn Fisher, but you're a friend of mine. So listen, it's fine with me. I'm
Don't
just
sell
thinking,
me out.
I'm not going to sell you out. Everyone knows you're an enemy of the country, but you are a friend of mine. You
She's
know
a
what?
block captain.
She's been my confidant at times, so it's fine with me if
She's got dirt on you.
if she wants to try to terrorize her neighborhood, but being part of some sort of sleeper cell. Listen, that's her business. That's
It's
her
not so
business.
much dirt. It's more like social security numbers, mother's maiden name,
That's dirt.
stuff like that.
That's the good dirt, though.
I like these people who call themselves good hackers. We're the good hackers.
What do they do?
Well, they hack your system, and then they call you up and say, your system is hackable. You need to do something about that.
Oh,
What are they called? White hat hackers?
Yes.
They're like Robin Hoods or something.
Yeah, but they don't steal things.
No, but
No,
they're just like doing
Robin.
good for.
Yeah, listen, I never liked that whole Robin Hood story. I got to tell you, I never bought it even as a kid. I'm like, again, this goes back to I don't want to relitigate the Les Miserables legalities.
boy.
But even as a kid, I thought he's stealing. Listen.
But King Richard or whoever it was,
Okay.
he stole the crown.
But my mommy taught me 2 wrongs don't make a right. I was confused as a child. In this case, 2 wrongs make a right? I was a very
You can
difficult
steal
child.
as long as you steal from the bad guy.
Yeah, but then who decides who's the bad guy?
Me.
I do.
Yeah,
I'm not into the Robin Hood.
trust me.
I'm into laws that are by the people,
man.
for the people, of the people, and then they're enforced in a just way.
I thought you were a hippie. Don't
I
trust
am.
the man.
I
No,
am a-
you are the man, man.
No, I'm a hippie man. It's different being a hippie
Yeah.
and then being a hippie man. When you're a hippie
We
man,
gotta listen to these cops, man. They're just trying to do their
listen,
job.
the hippie does not appreciate the cops. The hippie man understands we need the cops. So the hippie man is a little bit different. Now, when I was 17, I would probably go off on the cops saying some kind of stupid. I'm so glad there was no social media when I was a teenager, or even in my 20s. I mean, I would be hiding out somewhere on an island, hoping no one found me.
You even talk about the
Yes.
war. Was it Iran or Iraq or whichever one?
Well, yeah, but I was public then. I was on the air.
Right, but at least there's not like a ton of sort of audio that there.
You know
would
what you
be
can't say?
Accessible now.
You know what you can't say? You can't say, Eric, at least there isn't a documentary on Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young where you're in it saying that everything that Bush is doing in Iraq is fantastic, which
That's
does
embarrassing.
exist. That is embarrassing. I don't think many people have watched that, but it's right there with my film, Scarred but Smarter, Life and Times of Driving and Crying. I don't know who's watched more of which, but I look better in the latter.
I don't know. There's this guy over here. He's got a cassette tape of every radio show you've ever done. He recorded
I got
every
all
one
of America. You want a copy of that?
People like you are dangerous.
Yeah.
Andrew Seco is seeing brake lights build on 75 North into Ackworth.
That we are. Crashing right lane, causing some right lane issues. 75 north as you approach Highway 92, exit 277. Adding with the volume that we're seeing in one of the drier areas from yesterday, we are jam-packed all the way back into Marietta. You may want to hop on Highway 41, save you just a little bit of time here. 575, same picture, northbound from Barrett Parkway all the way up towards Highway 92 as well. A little sluggish. Anywhere you're trying to go on the south side, looking a little extra tough from Forsyth as we're heading inbound into the heart of Henry County. We are jam-packed again, 75 north from Box Ankle all the way down to Forsyth. You may want to avoid the area altogether. Use Highway 42 or Highway 41. With a look of I-20 and that merge trouble in the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, here's Kobe Dawkins.
And on the west side of town, 20 eastbound exit to I-285, exit 51. That exit ramp is closed at times from an earlier crash. You can avoid that by taking Highway 78 as an alternate. And on the East Freeway, you're looking good in both directions on I-20 from the perimeter to Stonecrest around Lithonia Industrial Boulevard. And this report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for 6% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio to get an extra 5% off. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for BeTheYoungerYouATL.com. I need you, ladies and gentlemen, to call this number right now, 770-415-3000. Schedule a free consultation and receive a complimentary advanced body composition analysis. You need to be on this program. It's a weight loss program that works. It's worked for me, and everybody tells me they see it. I've lost the weight and kept it off. Listen, you need to know what's going on inside your body. It's easy to lose the weight and keep it off only with the BeTheYoungerYouATL.com weight loss program. But you know what's not easy? To see what's going on the inside. And what's going on the inside is high visceral fat levels, just like I had before I joined the BeTheYoungerYouATL.com weight loss program. Please go to BeTheYoungerYouATL.com right now or call 770-415-3000.
Happy New Year from your friends at Lloyd Advisor Group. As we look into 2025, it is very common to set goals and expectations for the year. Personally, I try to have goals in each area of my life to help provide direction and guidance to my steps. One goal for this year is to be more present in the moment, giving each area its due. I would encourage you to do the same thing with each of the goals you set for this year. And if one of your goals this year is to address your financial situation, we would love to help you. Call us at 770-766-5611. Again, that's 770-766-5611. We would thoroughly enjoy making this year the year you reach that goal.
Advisory services offered through Lloyd Advisory Services, LLC. The Lloyd Group Incorporated is an independent licensed insurance agency, and you may be provided with information regarding the purchase of insurance and other financial products.
Healthy, beautiful skin can be yours with Olansky Dermatology. They're experts in aesthetic and medical skincare needs, including Mohs surgery. Schedule online 24/7 at their Cumming, Roswell, and Buckhead locations with new convenient evening and Saturday hours at their Buckhead office. With 40 years as Atlanta's premier dermatology practice, they're your trusted skincare specialist. Visit OlanskyDermatology.com for an appointment with Atlanta's top dermatologist. Olansky Dermatology and Aesthetics, where everyone deserves healthy skin.
Start your year off stress-free and sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. When you receive a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, there's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. One of our clients, Tiffany, said, Mark Spain Real Estate was wonderful in answering any questions I had along the way. Find out what your guaranteed offer will be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call.
If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
On air,
online,
on the app,
where you get your news
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB Radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
Thank you, Jesus. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Just enter the word at WSBRadio.com or on the WSB Radio app.
Your next chance to win is coming up at 5.
The WSB 5K day bonus blitz
on 95.5 WSB.
Come on, Eric, why aren't you talking about the 14th Amendment and birthright citizenship? Okay, all right, I've got ideas. I'll get to it if I feel like it. Right now, we're in the middle of whom or no thanks. So what am I supposed to do, break with protocol?
And with this one, Autumn, have fun with this one. UPI.com.
Why are you always aiming things at Autumn?
It's about a sink.
Are you secretly in love with her?
Is it about a vacuum?
Yeah,
No, it's about tidying up around the house.
No, none of these at all.
Cooking, having slippers ready for your husband when you're
I
out.
just think
making.
Autumn.
Child neglect.
Autumn.
Now.
Nailed it.
This is starting
How
to
do I
resonate.
stop neglecting my child?
This is in their odd news category. Turkish woman establishes world record for watermelons crushed with her thighs. She crushed 5 with her thighs. No,
No, 1.
Oh,
I meant 1.
This is interesting.
Of course I'm interested in this. How many watermelons did she crush with her
5.
thighs?
And I mean,
at the same time?
5.
So she does.
Did she pass gas? Did you pass gas? There's no way you do that without passing gas.
Well, sometimes you're bearing down and it happens, but it's fine because I get 5. How many can you do?
I imagine I can
think
crush
the answer
one.
is a goose egg.
I could probably.
Shape of watermelon.
I think I could probably do one watermelon.
She probably could take your head, Eric, and just like
Well, it's
that
not
with
really
her
that
thighs.
hard to do. Actually, we could all step on each other if we chose
I've
to.
actually at this heard because the consistency of watermelon is very different.
Yes. So you put 5 at the same time.
Not at the same time. One watermelon, and then you have
One
to do
after other.
You have to do it all in a minute. I
Who
believe
can't do that?
Oh, back to back watermelons.
Gazde.
Let's go. You want to try?
You're being challenged.
Yeah, I'll take you on Helga or whatever your name is.
Gazde Dolgan is her name.
yeah,
Gazne.
Okay.
My friends call me Gassi.
Because she's such a gossip. Andrew.
And the gas, you know.
Yeah, there's no way you do that without passing gas. Andrew Seco is watching a tough ride get tougher heading to Ackworth.
Today we are good to go. Cobb Cherokee County looking back up to operational on the roads. As such, we're seeing some volume. Earlier trouble northbound when you get to Highway 92, exit 277, leaving the brake lights all the way back into Marietta. They start as you pass the North Loop, exit 265. You may want to use Highway 41 as an alternate through here. Same story, 575 looking a little extra slow. Northbound, you're on and off those brakes from Barrett Parkway all the way up towards Highway 92. That's exit 7, and maybe time to hop onto Highway 5. How are those south side delays looking right now, Kobe Dawkins?
Looking at the delays, leaving 4 size 75 northbound. You're jammed up from Highway 42, getting to Johnstonville Road, exit 193. And then those delays are free and clear on I-75 northbound, getting to I-675. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When you open a garage door, you realize we live in magical times. People used to live in huts made from dung. Now we have houses so big there's a special door on the front so you can drive your car right inside. And the door opens itself by magic when you're still half a block away. Imagine telling that to the townsfolk who had to yank open the castle drawbridge with a giant chain every time the king felt like a stroll. So why doesn't your garage door do all the magical, wonderful things we've worked 4.5 billion years to invent? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. We repair broken or stubborn garage doors and get them working like new. Better parts, fresh lubrication, full service, good as new. Magical times. You don't have to live every day with an awesome thing that isn't awesome just because it needs to be fixed. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage, and we'll come over and make it right. Magical times.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
Are the effects of diabetes, prostate cancer, hypertension, or high cholesterol robbing you of your ability to perform in the bedroom? Choice Men's Health can help you eliminate ED and get your bedroom performance back in just one visit. Choice Men's Health offers breakthrough treatments for ED and performance issues in the bedroom to help you regain your confidence and give you back the intimacy with your partner. Call Choice Men's Health right now to make an appointment and find out how you can eliminate ED on the first visit. Popular name brand pills like Viagra and Cialis don't work for everyone and can have serious side effects. Choice Men's Health custom medications work immediately, even if you have a medical history or think you're too old to perform like you used to. Choice Men's Health can help you have a fulfilling sex life again. Call Choice Men's Health today at 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. Once again, that's 404-400-1170.
Start your year off stress-free and sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You can save time and make the most money. Hi, this is Chris Chandler, and I'm here with my friend Mark Spain. Mark, how's the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate the best way to sell your home?
Let's face it, open houses are inconvenient. Not to mention having strangers traipsing through your home, looking in your closets. We created the guaranteed offer to provide home sellers with an easy and quick solution, stress-free way to sell their homes. Just a quick sell, very competitive offer. It's that easy.
With nearly 12,500 five-star reviews, you can trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Don't worry about making costly repairs or keeping your home clean for showings. There are no showings, no open houses, and no costly repairs. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, icy roads still a problem in metro Atlanta. DeKalb County issues a state of emergency and urges residents to shelter in place. And there's an extra special delivery in DeKalb during the storm.
You might call this an ice baby. Amid some 200 icy rescues by DeKalb County first responders,
we have actually aided in the birth of a child for a mother in labor.
CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson says the ambulance crew, which managed to reach a pregnant woman stranded in the Rockbridge area, helped her deliver, then got stuck themselves.
We dispatched a team that literally put down sand, and we dug out the ambulance to get it back on the road so we could get mother and baby to the hospital.
Cochran-Johnson says DeKalb's retreating roads, but it's safest to stay home. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
2 Metro police officers are injured while trying to help stranded and wrecked motorists during the storm. WSB Steve Summers is live with how the latest storm affected one local department.
Bill, the storm played no favorites here. Not only were thousands of motorists stranded or wrecked in Gwinnett County, police patrol cars themselves were damaged and officers injured.
Officers, 2 of them got minor injuries. We had about 8 police cars in total that were damaged.
Gwinnett Police Corporal Juan Matieto says officers were answering 100 calls an hour during one 18-hour stretch yesterday and today. Corporal Matieto says a lot of it was just bad timing, the storm hitting just as the afternoon rush began. Those officers, by the way, just to make sure you know, they are recovering, will be just fine. Reporting live, Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
Updating the school closings list for tomorrow, Coweta County, Griffin, Spalding County, Henry County, and Newton County have announced they are closing tomorrow. Remote learning tomorrow in Fayette County, DeKalb, and Rockdale County. For a complete list, go to WSBradio.com. It is 35 degrees in Atlanta. The cold keeps its grip on us tonight. How much of a warm-up in the days ahead? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Things are slowly getting back to normal at the world's busiest airport after over 1,000 delays and cancellations due to the weather. Because of the icy roads, Hartsfield-Jackson spokesman Andy Gobeil tells Channel 2 Action News some TSA agents agents can't get to work.
Today was a challenge because of TSA staffing concerns.
Flights at the Savannah airport are canceled for the rest of the day. MARTA bus, streetcar, and mobility services are suspended the remainder of today. Trains are running on a weekend schedule, but there may be additional delays due to staffing availability. A deadly school shooting in Nashville, Tennessee. Students are in shock.
He was a monster, just killing people.
The shooter is among 2 people dead.
Police say a 17-year-old boy killed himself after shooting 2 girls, one fatally, in a high school cafeteria in the Antioch area of Nashville, Tennessee. Police spokesman Don Aaron.
There were 2 SROs in the building. They were not in the immediate vicinity of the cafeteria when this happened.
Back in March of 2023, a shooter killed 3 9-year-olds and 3 adults at a private Christian elementary school, also in Nashville. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
After a near catastrophic incident, the state of Georgia creates new training for rabies.
Everyone from the UPS driver to Georgia Department of Health staff possibly exposed to rabies last year after the head of a rabid animal was leaking due to poor packaging as it was being sent to the lab for testing. State Health Commissioner Dr. Kathleen Toomey says since then,
we've revised our rabies manual and ensured that everybody is up to speed on how you put that potentially rabid head into a box and ship it.
284 environmental health specialists underwent training. The state is also putting together an online video for training. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia Senator John Ossoff says President Trump's sweeping pardons of people tied to January 6th is troubling.
I have a real problem with the blanket pardon of more than 1,000 criminals who overran the United States Capitol to try to disrupt the peaceful transfer of power.
Ossoff says it sends a dangerous message. He says President Biden's last-minute pardons were also concerning. It is now 5:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, triple team traffic, and it begins with Andrew Seco.
Time to go home in and around the metro. For the most part, looking at a speed limit ride after yesterday's storm and ice, but we are seeing some busier spots here where it didn't snow. That's Cobb, Cherokee County, Marietta, Kennesaw, up into Acworth through Woodstock as well. Seeing the volume, 75 northbound, you're on and off the brakes from North Marietta Parkway all the way up to Highway 92, exit 277. Same story, 575, you're slow from Barrett Parkway up to Highway 92. Maybe time to use Highway 41 or Highway 5 as a quick alternate here. Looking on the south side, still watching that slow spot through Forsyth into Box Ankle. Inbound to the heart of our coverage area, 75 north is really slow. You want to use Highway 41 or 42. And remember, those surface streets are going to refreeze again when temperatures drop below freezing. If you have to be out on the road, use extreme caution to get to and from your destination safely. Looks like we do have some better news on the southwest side, something we've been following all day. With the better news in the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, here's Kobe Dawkins.
And in Fulton County, 20 eastbound, exit to I-285, exit 51. That earlier crash that was having that exit ramp closed, it's now officially back open. No alternate needed. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official heating of winter. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear and cold tonight as temperatures continue to fall into the upper teens to low 20s tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, high 41. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, morning low 24, afternoon high 42. Saturday and Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, morning lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the mid to upper 40s.
35 in Monroe, also 35 in Villa Rica. It's 34 in Canton. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins now, and of course, Hour 3 every single day coincides with the 5 o'clock hour, and that means it's the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. This hour's keyword is retire. R-E-T-I-R-E. Retire. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/cash for your chance to win. Again, that word is retire.
If I could use that $1,000, I might be able to retire.
That's all you need is one more $1,000.
Just one more $1,000 would be $1,000 more than I got.
And then you go retire.
And I'm out of there. I'm going to tell my boss to go to heck.
That's about 3.5 years right there, man. You can make it last. If you go $1 a day,
I could do $1 a day.
Well, there it is. That's the word. A retire. A weird thing. I'm kind of like, my brain's a little odd, I think, today. Things I'm looking at on the internet. Not like you would think, not naughty things, but I just am trying to figure out, this is my question of the day for myself, not for the audience. Why was this Sandy Duncan ever famous? Now, she was not famous to you, Jerry, because by the time you came along, she was no longer famous. Dr.
I don't
Joe
even
knows
know who this is.
When I was a kid.
Why would you think that
I don't
today?
know.
I brought it up to you.
It's like, why?
Remind me who that is.
Sandy, well, I remember that she was in Wheat Thins commercials when I was a kid.
What?
Was she in Roots?
No, she may have been. But there was
Everybody in the
like
70s.
everybody
was
that was anybody.
She
was
replaced Valerie. Oh God, who played Rhoda? What was her name? Valerie Harper.
Yeah.
She
Yes.
replaced Valerie
that was
Harper
later.
on the Hogan Family. She was also Peter Pan, and she was in The Cat from Outer Space.
Yeah, Peter Pan was
Okay.
like the thing she became famous for. Yeah.
But was it a TV movie,
She
Peter
had
Pan?
the Sandy Duncan show with Tom Bosley.
That's what I remember. I remember that my parents liked her, that she was very famous. I was just I'm not trying to mock here. She's still with us.
78 years old.
Looking great. And, I just want to know, is this somebody who came out of Broadway? It sort of sounds like a singer
why
dancer.
today? Like what?
I don't, because he brought her up. And
Okay.
I was thinking like,
She was in Roots.
She was. Everybody was in Roots. Anybody who was acting was in Roots at that time.
True.
But yeah, I just wonder, like, well, how did she? There's another guy named Bobby Van. I couldn't quite figure out. Like, that guy was famous when I was growing up.
Drove a bus, weirdly.
We had a lot of. There were a lot more game shows that were more relevant back then, and so you needed all these sort of
B-list celebrities made it. Yeah,
made it through, and they
Yeah.
became. And so you'd see these people constantly. I didn't say it was something entertaining for a radio audience. It just happens to be what I was working on behind the scenes here. Let's do this.
It's time for Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Joe.
What am I supposed to wonder about? The 14th Amendment?
I don't know. Was she on Match Game? Like that? That's
Of course
how I
she
would
was
know.
on Match Game.
Of course.
Match Game was the game show version of Roots. Anybody who was famous was on Match Game at some point. All right, Dr. Joe is here. Sean Hannity is jealous because he only gets to interview the President of the United States. Of course, I get Dr. Joe.
Oh boy, hey, I set an alarm. How you doing, Dr. Joe?
Sean, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
I really like your pep pills you were handing out like candy.
Oh,
last
I got to bring more in for you. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, everybody was stoned.
Oh,
after that.
God, it was a great day.
Fantastic,
I'll
man.
I'll bring more in.
Bill Caiaccio was buzzing out of here.
Dr. Joe's trips. All right, well, Dr. Joe is
all the waves.
And the other makes you small.
We need to do a parody of Dr. Roberts.
Oh,
Dr.
Dr.
Joe.
Robert. Dr. Robert. Do most people even know that song? Dr. Joe.
Be my friend, I said you call Dr. Joe.
Oh, I like it.
I think I said Joseph because Robert.
Robert, you got to get
That's
two
Dr.
syllables.
Joseph.
Dr. Joseph. Dr. Joseph!
Not a very well-known Beatles song, though. I have to say, not a very well-known
people
Beatles
should know it.
Well,
They will once they hear this version.
Maybe we should hire somebody under 50 that can come up with ideas for parodies of
I'm
songs
working on WAP.
that have come out in the last, I don't know.
But
10
every
or
song that
15
comes
years.
out now sounds exactly the same.
I know it's hard to parody. What are you
Come
gonna
on.
parody? You gonna parody that Travis Scott monstrosity that was revealed at halftime?
What about Sabrina Carpenter Espresso? You could do something with that.
I don't even know that song.
Yeah, how do you not know that song?
Because
that's
why would I know that song?
D-R period J.
Maybe Blue could play it for us.
Yeah.
On the way out.
No, I don't want to. Well, okay, but when I call for it, Blue, please just don't smack me in the face with Sabrina Carpenter. I don't even know what's coming.
Well, you can smack me in the face with her.
Hey! She's a good-looking gal.
Lady parties.
I feel like I'm at a diner in Western New York with a bunch of
just
AARP.
kidding you. I'll give you just kidding you, honey. Can I get some more
She's a
decaf?
hooker.
A little more decaf.
I'll take a refill.
No more decaf.
Bunch of retirees
You want to top off, honey?
having coffee. Yeah, can you top me? I mean,
warm up
I
that
mean,
coffee.
top me off is a coffee thing.
Don't tell my
They
wife.
say. Just kidding, Stella.
Yeah, just kidding. Yeah.
Stella, you're good. You're good, and you're fat. So sorry.
Tell Joe to bring you out an extra couple of crispy bacon.
Burn the toast, please.
I know you've been coming in here every day and boring me to pieces.
I thought he
for
pretended to
20
be nice
years.
to you for 20 years.
He loves to talk about his garden. There's nothing bad about that.
Well, there's nothing out in the garden right now. You know, we're just getting ready for a Bills to play this weekend because they got to go down there to Kansas City to take on Chiefs again. God,
Yeah,
I'm so tired. Could we not have
You
to
think
play them every
Jash?
time?
You think Jash can get past it this time? You think
Josh Allen.
Jash Allen.
Oh, yeah. No, you got to say it right. They have that weird double A. Allen.
It's a phlegm from all the burnt toast that's causing it.
All right, Dr. Joe
Don't
is
eat burnt
here.
toast.
Acrylamide's very bad for you.
Is it bad for you?
Yeah, acrylamides are carcinogenic.
Can we enjoy anything?
Nothing.
Acrylamites.
I don't like.
No, acrylamides. Yeah.
I don't like burnt toast, so it's fine with me.
Okay.
All right, Dr. Joe is here to. It's Wellness Wednesday.
From our buddies across the pond over the Telegraph, this is in their health section. These are the 8 everyday tasks that will help give you 11 extra healthy years.
That's right.
11 years.
Do you want them?
Now hold on a second though. Does this count if, say, I'm drunk and I'm trying to get across a 6-lane highway and there's a bus of tourists coming at me? Like, it's not going to help me in that situation.
It will not.
You're saying,
It will. No, it will help you.
How?
Because if you do these things, you're going to stay more limber.
Yeah.
You're going to have more energy. Get out of the way of the bus.
It's a double-decker bus.
Still, you can outrun it.
Full of
Just
aging
dodge.
gamblers.
But the driver is the key. If the driver is
He's
slow,
falling asleep.
Oh, okay. Well, then you don't know
He's
where to.
veering.
Oh, you don't know where
I
to.
see what Joe's saying. Again, you're more evasive because you're in better
Yes.
shape.
I got you.
So you take the
Yes.
stairs as one. That's obvious.
And by the way, that's a damn good one. And, you know, I think Joe can let us know.
Diner boy, though, this is important. Tending the garden. He knows all about that. He tends his
Tending the
garden.
garden, that's
Yes.
that takes care of stress, right? People who
It
tend
does.
their garden.
And you get probiotics from the soil. They have good
Really?
bacteria.
Yeah, I
You-
eat
you
the
absorb
soil
it.
on
Yes.
Oh, you didn't say to eat
That's
the
how you know if the carrots are going to be good this year. You
Say,
taste
oh,
the
it's
dirt.
a good loam out here.
What was the first one again? I went,
Taking the stairs.
Yeah, I want to. That is a small one, but do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Just take the
Always.
stairs. And I had to teach myself this.
Yeah, you were bad when you first got to
When
WSB.
I first got WSB, I'd go up one floor to go to the.
Take the elevator, right? Yeah.
I would take the elevator to go up there to get a snack. I think it's one floor.
It's faster to walk.
And yeah, I'm standing there waiting for
Yeah.
the elevator when I could have been there. And this is a small thing, but take the stairs. Now, if
Yes.
it's 8 floors, okay, I got it. But 6 floors or less, take the stairs.
That's it.
I mean,
And
God gave you those legs.
use them.
Use them.
And when you contract your muscles, you release chemicals that act as antidepressants, so you actually
Remember
feel
that.
good about it.
Taking the stairs will put you in a good mood.
Absolutely.
It says here.
That's why people who live in ranch houses are just
they're
always
miserable.
Just
And it always smells,
absolutely-
too. It always smells in a ranch.
always
house.
depressed.
Yeah.
Smells in a ranch.
It always does, doesn't it? Every
Smell-
ranch
like-
I've ever been
Like
in.
ranch dressings.
Yes.
frankly.
That's where it comes from. Oh.
That's that weird smell in the corner.
Yeah.
Ranch mold.
You should try to
That
run.
doesn't sell, though. Ranch dressing sells.
Yeah, ranch mold was
Yeah.
that was the first rendition of it, and they're like, "Well, we should change this up."
That didn't work.
It's not working. It's not selling.
It does say here
People ain't buying the ranch mold.
That's blue cheese. That's
First
the mold,
of all,
baby. Yeah.
fire Jim because he was the one who named it. And secondly, I've got a better idea. Ranch dressing.
Yeah, moldy cheese. You pay extra for that.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
that's right.
It's probably good for you, too.
French mold, even more expensive. Blue.
says you should run for the bus. That's a very healthy activity. That'll
First
give
of
you a lot
all,
of extra.
most of us try to avoid having to take a bus all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who-
And if
who
you're
is this
running,
for?
you're late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that means you're stressed out, so that would be bad.
Yeah.
Run for the bus.
Yes. Who runs for the bus?
Yeah, I mean,
People
I
who are
guess
late.
if
Maybe
you're
in New
late,
York. Yeah.
if you're late,
So
maybe
always be late.
That's it. Always be late. Be stressed
the
out. Run
advice.
for the bus. Take the stairs.
get there late. Make the bus driver have to every day for some weird reason slow
Yes.
down.
No, go ahead. I'll catch you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. You're there already. Keep going.
Run for the bus. Run for long ways. Get on the bus, sweating, smelling.
Yeah.
Get to work, smelling the place.
Smell
to,
like cheese. Yeah. There you go.
Should vacuum and mop too.
Yeah,
It says that
housework.
leaning, yeah,
Absolutely.
leaning down to get to it. Right, Dr.
This
Jones?
I have found is it depends on the actual vacuum cleaner because we finally got one that is just so easy to use and it just charges up. I actually enjoy vacuuming now.
Oh, see,
It
it's
gets
good.
into all the
Why I
little
asked you
places.
for that vacuum.
Oh, you want to switch hands?
Maybe I have the one that
You probably do. It's a yeah.
It's
purple.
You call it the stick. Did you call it the stick? I believe you
Yeah,
called it the
something.
stick. The stick vacuum. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah,
but
sticks on the wall.
it's just like, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, but switch hands so you build up.
Yeah, that's a good. That's
Yeah,
good
yeah. Well, I do that
You
all
have
the
that one
time.
Popeye
Oh yeah,
arm
no,
because
for
you vacuum all
vacuuming.
the time.
who's that?
For vacuuming. No, we're talking about vacuuming, gentlemen.
He was talking about internet viewing.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Reverse vacuuming.
And some people refer to it as reverse. No, nobody
Yes.
refers to it as that. But
I vacuum with the left hand because I'm right-handed. I call it the stranger.
your life is wild.
Woo. Sit on your
She's
hand, it goes
crazy.
numb. And then you can vacuum with a
All
numb
right,
hand.
now,
Time
see,
to
this
vacuum, baby.
This is just starting to sound like confessions now.
Okay.
Dr. Joe.
Bless me,
I
Father.
love to vacuum.
Dr. Creep over here.
Andrew Seco, you're not going to be asking any questions like that tonight to the president.
So, Donald Trump, you're president now. What hand do you fall asleep in?
Andrew Seco is seeing extra brake lights on 75 heading into the metro.
That we are. There's been a busy spot dating back to yesterday. 75 northbound stretching through Forsyth up to Box Ankle. Highway Highway 83 up past 42, looking all jammed up right now. Time for another alternate spell here. Highway 23 or Highway 41 to get you right around to where you're going. And we did say better news, but it looks like we are in and out of that merge ramp here. Still seeing some brake lights, 20 eastbound merging into 285 northbound, exit 51. Things looking a little tough. They keep going in and out of that little spot here. So keep that alternate handy. You can merge off exit 49 to Fulton Industrial. Use that to hit Highway 78 and right back on 285. Taking a look at the delays through Cobb, Cherokee County and the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center. Here's Kobe Dawkins.
Seeing you a little sluggish, leaving Marietta 75 northbound. Those brake lights start at the North 120 loop, getting into Ackworth at Highway 92. And looking at 575 northbound, just the tap of the brakes getting into Woodstock. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Donald Trump is the 47th president of the United States.
We will restore fair, equal, and impartial justice.
He laid out bold plans for the country.
We will be working to meet every crisis with dignity and power and strength.
What effect it has on you.
We'll have it covered for you.
I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's breaking news station.
The wreck was bad. Dealing with insurance can be even worse. Smiling Mark McKay here for John Foy & Associates, The Strong Arm. If you've been injured, you need an experienced winning team. You need The Strong Arm. Pay nothing up front and get your free case evaluation at johnfoy.com.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed. Chris, with all the things we're reading, seeing, and living through these days, from rate cuts, election season, and now a new administration, now seems like a great time to make sure we have that comprehensive plan in place. You know, the one that covers all our financial bases.
There are occasions throughout the year where I feel like it's critical for people to engage their financial lives and get the information that they deserve from a financial advisory team. And this is one of those times, to be quite frank. So we ask that you call us if you have a minimum of $500,000 in your full portfolio. But we're going to do away with that minimum so that those folks can have an equal opportunity to understand what's in their portfolio as well. Now, you have to have some money, right? I can't help you to build your wealth at work, right? But I sure can help, I believe, with your 401k, IRA management. There's probably 2 or 3 things that'll surprise you that you may want to take action on. So the next 10 people that call in, we'll work up either a portfolio x-ray, or if you feel like you need a full retirement plan, go to unleashyourmoney.com, click on portfolio x-ray, or click on full retirement plan. We think you'll be impressed enough, and we want you to become a client. There's no question about it. We believe that we are a very competent fiduciary advisory team, and we want to offer that to our listeners. Let Hoffman Financial Group actually show you how we perform, and I believe we perform at the pinnacle of this industry.
Call the Hoffman Financial Group at 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
Your roof has been impacted. Heavy rain, strong winds, damaging storms. Home Fix It show host Dave Baker here. I recommend you get a free roof analysis from my award-winning roofer, Findlay Roofing. No obligation, no charge. FindlayRoofing.com. Roof.
At Cigna Healthcare, it's not just about getting healthy, it's about staying healthy. That's why we're designing a better way to treat obesity, starting with ensuring that those who need GLP-1s have access to them. But everyone is different, so we support them in many different ways, like helping them see a nutritionist.
Keep it up. You're doing great.
When it comes to healthcare, a better experience means better outcomes for everyone. That's better by design. Learn more at Cigna.com/better.
It's just not normal, friends. The pain caused from chronic joint pain day after day. But some of you have dealt with that pain for so long, it's become your new normal. Short-term fixes not working. Make the decision now to say, no, not going to live with that. It's Mark Aaron back with you. Get moving again in 2025 with help from my friends at QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, joint preservation. Yes, you can revitalize your joints with advanced orthobiologic treatments at QC Kinetics. No steroids, no drugs, no surgery. This is the future of medicine using an array of natural solutions like PRP PRP to attack the pain from arthritis. I want you to call QC Kinetics right now for a free consultation. Deal with joint pain now so you can make the most of the new year. Call QC Kinetics, friends. 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026.
Now, further reading here on Sandy Duncan. My mother gave me some misinformation, I'm finding out. Well, Bonnie, rest in peace.
She lied.
Misinformed. Thank you.
Your mother lied
He's
to
an
you.
attorney. I didn't lie. I just misspoke. Yeah, that's all.
Urban legend.
She told me that Sandy Duncan had a glass eye. It's weird. My mother, she always knew all the celebrities that had glass eyes and would let me know, like Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Falk, Columbo. And Sandy Duncan was thrown in there, and I just saw that she does not. She only has sight in one eye. That's why I say it's misinformation. I'm sure my mom got it wrong. She lost sight in one eye, but because it's still moved to the other eye, they left it in there. So,
well, you know what could happen? She could also have a missing ear.
well, Paul Stanley, everything doesn't come back
You
to
can't
you.
grow an eye on a mouse.
No, you can not yet. But you were able to grow an ear on a mouse.
And I woke up and Gene was looking at me and I said, "There's my brother."
That's how you know he's your brother. Did you adopt the mouse? What happens to the mouse? They
I
kill
fed
it?
it to my snake.
Oh, no.
Brutal.
You believe in recycling.
That's right.
What do they do with the mouse after they grow an ear on it? Do
I
they have to
imagine
kill
they
it?
have to kill it.
Why?
Because you're
Yeah, how do they
ripping.
get the ear off?
Well, you use a knife or
Well,
a
I think they
scalpel,
put it on with adhesive tape. So
Yeah.
I think it's easily
I
removed.
think they grow another ear on the mouse.
It's
It
just a stupid mouse. Who cares?
Wow, that's a mouse
Hey.
that you got an ear now.
I thanked him.
Okay.
Gave him a little piece of cheese and then
And
threw him
fed
in the
him to your
garbage can.
fed him to the snake.
Yeah, that too.
Maybe he just keeps growing ears over and over and over again.
Well, good. That'd be a good productive mouse.
That's right.
Got a job. Job security.
But you're right, Paul Stanley. You can't grow an eyeball on a mouse.
You can. I wish you could.
No, look, it's good
Then
to have.
Sandy Duncan could get her eye replaced.
Well, that's true. But you know what? She seems to be doing all right.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's got enough money.
I saw her in Marietta a couple years ago with Adrian Zemed doing a 4-person play.
Tim Andrews told me about that. Strangely.
He was there?
He was there. Yeah.
Wow. And Adrian Zemed, Donnie Most.
From Happy Days.
Dee Cohn.
From
Grease.
Yeah. And
You Light Up My Life, the television movie based off the hit song by Debbie Boone.
wait a minute.
Paul Stanley, you're so knowledgeable about this. My goodness.
A song,
such authority.
A song written by a guy who I believe went to jail for sexual assault.
Hey, it's still a beautiful song.
You can't take that away from
And
him.
also, Sandy Duncan was in the Bigfoot episode of The $6 Million Man. Thank you.
That's probably what I remember. See, she was still going strong by like 76.
She needed his eye.
She wanted Bigfoot eye?
No, Bigfoot.
It wouldn't
No.
have-
Steve Austin had the
the bionic eye.
Please follow Paul Stanley's
I'm sorry, Paul, yes.
humor logic. Do we have another Wellness Wednesday story?
We sure
After
do.
all, that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Breaking news from the New York Post. Gen Z is already going gray, and health experts are sounding the alarm as teens are showing off their silver locks all over TikTok and Instagram.
Why would that be
alarm?
Sound the alarm!
Sound the alarm?
There's some other scientist like, where is the alarm?
Oh, my goodness. Have you not sounded it?
I don't know where it is. Which alarm? With the fire?
I thought it was, you're not supposed to turn it on. You're supposed to sound it.
I can't. I don't know what button.
It says
Sound
here
the alarm. Why would you sound the alarm?
Because-
Dr. Joe?
Yeah, Dr. Joe would-
Well, I'm going to agree with this one. We should sound an alarm on this one. There's a nutrient deficiency that these people are suffering from.
Intelligence? Is that a nutrient?
Intelligence, yes. So I did a hair analysis. I was going gray, and I found that I was selenium deficient.
Selenium?
Selenium. I started taking selenium. All my gray hair went away.
Selenium.
But isn't it
What is
natural?
selenium?
What is selenium?
Element.
And isn't it natural that you would go gray? I mean, unless it's happening when you're
Yeah, well, these are young kids. They shouldn't be going gray
10.
at this age. Yeah. And
well, how old is this happening?
It
with the
says,
Gen Zers?
okay, so the average here is in 2021, they did a study saying that usually graying starts for white people in their mid 30s, late 30s for Asians, and then in mid 40s for African American. And Gen Z, they're experiencing it way earlier. I'll tell you those exact numbers when we come back after
Oh,
news
what a
weather traffic.
tease!
You don't want to go
telling me
anywhere.
I don't
I'm
care.
gonna get my pen and paper.
Yeah.
See if Blue's got any grays over there. Blue's a Gen Zer.
Getting a lot of good ideas from my interview with Trump.
Are you mocking me, Sean Hannity?
Never.
Andrew Seco is watching delays build on 75 North into Ackworth.
That we are. Earlier trouble is gone by the wayside, but that volume still making it tough. 75 north, you're on and off that brake pedal from North Marietta Parkway all the way up to Highway 92. That's exit 277. Might be time to use Highway 41 to dodge your delays through here. 575 starting to look a little better as well, but we're still seeing the brakes. Northbound, you're slow from Chastain Road all the way up towards Highway 92 as well. No need for a quick trip to Highway 5, though. Short-lived delay, so just a quick tap of the brakes as you're moving. And moving out and down to the southwest side, we've been following this all afternoon. It keeps going in and out of those lanes on that ramp. Here to tell us for some hopefully better news in the Cool Lake Area Traffic Center is Kobe Dawkins.
Yeah, in Fulton County, 20 eastbound exit to the perimeter and going northbound exit 51. Officials have been holding all lanes on that exit ramp at times. Jam cams now showing those lanes are flowing again and no delays remain. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Let me jump in here because it's the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. We want to make sure we remind you that this hour's keyword is retire. RETIRE. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/cash for your chance to win.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-303-1219. 800-303-1219. 800-303-1219.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, Priority Men's Medical Center will get your love life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your love life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To regain your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
For Valentine's Day, Tara Fine Jewelry Company's immaculate, beautiful showroom speaks for itself. You'll find a gift as wonderful as the love that brought you there. Every showcase home to magnificent designs. Tara Fine Jewelry Company, Buford, just 3 miles from the Mall of Georgia.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. Icy roads in metro Atlanta left over from Tuesday's snow. DeKalb County declares a state of emergency and says residents should shelter in place. DeKalb 911 taking hundreds of calls from fires to stranded drivers. County CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson says they strategically deployed to rescue 200 people on icy roads.
For those to whom we could not reach at that moment, we had a team of individuals that were in constant contact with them to ensure that they still had gas, that they were able to remain warm.
Cochran Johnson says rescuers even helped deliver a baby. Gwinnett County Police respond to more than 1,800 calls over the past 2 days. That includes nearly 600 traffic accidents. 2 officers sustained minor injuries while responding to weather-related incidents. 8 police vehicles are involved in traffic accidents due to the weather. Many cars are left on the side of roads in metro Atlanta due to icy conditions.
Lilburn police and road crews are out on the roadways removing many cars that were abandoned by motorists trying to get home during the storm. Senior police officer Veronica Arnold tells us so far today they've towed at least 10 cars near Camp Creek Road and Main Street.
But there's definitely going to be more. We're continuing to remove some of them just because we had a long wait with tow trucks.
She adds that a lot of people are out walking and even driving in the area now, but Lilburn and Gwinnett County police are urging people to stay home and off the streets while crews work. Daphne Young, 95.5 WSB.
Updating our school closing list for Thursday, Coweta County, Griffin, Spalding County, Henry, Newton, and Barrow County are all closed tomorrow. Remote learning in Fayette, DeKalb, Rockdale, and the City of Decatur schools. A complete list is posted at WSBradio.com. Right now, it is 35 degrees in Atlanta. Will we see a warm up to melt some of this ice? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. This just in, the U.S. House gives final passage to the Laken-Riley Act, making it the first bill President Trump can sign into law. The bill requires authorities to detain illegal immigrants accused of theft and violent crimes. It passes with bipartisan support. Georgia Senator John Ossoff voted for it in the Senate earlier this week.
I think Georgians and the American public are rightly fed up and frustrated with the non-enforcement of immigration law.
The bill is named after Laken-Riley, the former Georgia nursing student murdered on the UGA campus last year. A school shooting in Nashville, Tennessee. A 17-year-old opens fire, killing another student.
The individual wounded 2 other students, one of them fatally, before shooting and killing himself.
Metro Nashville Police spokesperson Don Aaron says it happened in the cafeteria of Antioch High School. The other injured student has a graze wound to her arm. Happening now, a new fire rapidly burning across Southern California. The Hughes fire sparked this morning and has blackened about 5,000 acres already. It's forced the closure of a section of Interstate 5. CAL FIRE says it is 0% contained. This blaze comes as crews are still battling the Palisades and Eaton fires that started just over 2 weeks ago. Bird flu is now confirmed in a second commercial poultry flock here in Georgia. It's also in Elbert County where the first one was reported. Georgia Ag Commissioner Tyler Harper says this is a serious threat to the state's poultry industry.
We will not stand down until we have comfort in knowing that we've addressed it here in Georgia.
None of the infected birds made it to the food supply. An Atlanta-based credit agency is ordered to pay $15 million for credit reporting errors.
The order from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says Equifax made a series of errors while investigating consumer disputes leading to inaccurate credit scores. Specifically, the Bureau says Equifax ignored evidence attached to disputes, put previously confirmed errors back into credit reports, and used flawed software code. The funds will go into the Bureau's Victims Relief Fund. Equifax investigates more than 750,000 disputes each month. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 5:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic now with Andrew Seco.
Still seeing those brake lights heading north into Marietta through Kennesaw up into Ackworth. The volume jammity up 75 north. You are slow from the north loop, exit 265, all the way up to Highway 92, exit 277. Might be time to hop on Highway 41, save you just a little bit of time here. Circling the city where we don't get to say this often. 285 looking A-OK. Speed limit right. There's some Murder Vinings all the way into Sandy Springs through Dorville down into Tucker, Clarkston, just outside Decatur. And the downtown ride looking nice and clear as well. So we are speed limit right from East Point through downtown up into Midtown. Reminder that though the surface streets look a little bit better, these temperatures are going to be dropping below freezing again. Anything on the roads is going to refreeze, especially in those untreated and shaded areas. If you have to be on the roads, use extreme caution and drive as slow as you can. Try to avoid any unnecessary travel to keep you and your loved ones safe. Taking a look at things through Norcross into Duluth with Look at 400, the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center. Here's Kobe Dawkins.
An 85 in both directions. Speed limit rides from the perimeter, I-285 to Highway 316. And looking at rides on Georgia 400, same story. You are free and clear of delays leaving Sandy Springs, getting into Alpharetta. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear and cold tonight as temperatures continue to fall into the upper teens to low 20s tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, high 41. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, morning low 24, afternoon high 42. Saturday and Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, morning lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the mid to upper 40s.
28 in Jasper, 34 in Chamblee and Peachtree City. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for BeTheYoungerYouATL.com. I need you, ladies and gentlemen, to call this number right now, 770-415-3000. Schedule a free consultation and receive a complimentary advanced body composition analysis. You need to be on this program. It's a weight loss program that works. It's worked for me, and everybody tells me they see it. I've lost the weight and kept it off. Listen, you need to know what's going on inside your body. It's easy to lose the weight and keep it off. only with the BeTheYoungerYouATL.com weight loss program. But you know what's not easy? To see what's going on the inside. And what's going on the inside is high visceral fat levels, just like I had before I joined the BeTheYoungerYouATL.com weight loss program. Please go to BeTheYoungerYouATL.com right now or call 770-415-3000.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Take it from somebody who knows our roads are dangerous already, but they're even more dangerous in the winter. Hey, it's Smither Mark McKay for John Foy & Associates, the Strong Arm. This time of year, it gets darker earlier. There's always a threat of rain and sometimes even black ice. If winter conditions lead to someone crashing into you, don't try to take on the insurance companies alone. Send in the Strong Arm, John Foy & Associates. The Strong Arm knows how much money you're entitled to and how to get it. There is no cost until they win. Call for your free case evaluation, johnfoy.com.
It is 5:38, and we have not done Word of the Day. So let's do that now. Word of the Day.
Ignominy.
What?
Ignominy.
Ignominy.
Can we do that in the middle of Dr. Joe? Can we just do Word of the Day?
Oh yeah, listen, it's a new era, right, Trump? We could break.
You can do whatever you want
break all
unless
the
you're
rules.
Elon and you criticize me.
Oh yeah, Elon Musk criticized your
Gonna
new
get a spanking.
your new AI thing.
I didn't know they didn't have any money.
He basically said there's no money there. I don't know. SoftBank is behind it, and I think that they were behind a lot of the tech firms that almost took the economy down about a year ago. I have to check that, but. That may be what he's talking about. But the word of the day
ignominy
is spelled I-G. Are you following me, Autumn?
Like Instagram.
IG.
I-G.
Instagram. Got it.
I-G-N-O-M.
N-O-M.
I-N.
Nope.
Y.
Nope. No, you put each one in its own category, which is the opposite of grouping them together.
I-G-N-O-M-I-N-Y.
Ignominy.
Is that what you want from me?
That wasn't great, but at least it's better than...
I'll play if you want me to play. I won't play if you don't want me to play. I'll do whatever pleases you. It's a noun, and it means disgrace, dishonor, public contempt.
Ignominy.
And I don't have a whole lot of time, but the host before 7 p.m. has to use that word
ignominy
in some sort of natural way in a sentence. But right now... You left us with a hanging tease.
That's right. Dr. Joe's been able to study it.
Is there anything worse than the old hanging tease? Then you got to ride home on the bus.
Yeah,
hanging out.
With your jacket in your lap.
We brought this to you as breaking news here on the Von Hessler Doctrine that Gen Z is, quote, already going gray, and health experts are sounding the alarm because you typically should be going gray for most ethnicities in your 30s and early 40s.
So they're lacking something. Is it just intelligence, or is it something
intelligence,
more?
Yeah. Well, what this report says, zinc and calcium and iron and magnesium. And so they're just not getting enough nutrients. And I'm going to agree with that.
But why? Like, what about their diet would be different?
The ultra-processed foods don't have a lot of nutrients in them. And,
oh, boy.
And
ultra-processed
the
foods.
soils have been depleted over the years.
Oh.
Where's
RFK? He's going to change that.
That's right. RFK is going to change that.
Well, I'm practicing for going in front of the Senate.
What are you going to be the director of the health and, is it DHS, or what is he going to be?
Health and Human Services.
Okay.
What about the Ravens?
What are they going to be part of? The Ravens?
They'll be in charge of helping Mark Andrews learn how to catch a pass.
Oh! We took the world of politics and the world of sports and pushed
Boom,
them right
put 'em
together.
together.
Like that. Who else is doing that?
Nobody.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
You'll be
Maybe it doesn't work.
You'll be number 61 by the end of this week, I think.
Oh, you're saying up on the what was that? Was the Talkers
the
magazine?
Talkers.
Hey, we're number 2 with
we're
the one that matters.
That's
Yeah.
right. Barrett, was it?
Barrett.
Barrett,
But
yeah.
we're only number 62. We're number 2 in afternoon shows. So that's a smaller category.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I think with the Talker, they're saying we're the 62nd best talk show.
69.
All the way.
Yeah,
oh,
69.
Oh, that's right. It was 69.
Yeah.
We're number 1 on Babbler.
It's kind of a new wave of
I
talk.
made it up the other
Yes.
day. Babbler.
You know, if we responded.
Yeah, with no ER, right? It's just an R.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
with the kids.
You know,
Babbler.
if we were to take phone calls, though, we'd probably be number 1.
Yeah, I think was that a mistake when I decided not to take phone calls? Is that what people want to
Hello,
hear?
is Timmy there?
Yeah, hello.
I want to speak to that Tim.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Timmy. I think I grew up next to your aunt.
Which one?
That one up in the Elmira.
Oh, wow.
I remember when you were little. I'll take my answer off.
You ever
air.
go Pudgies?
You know what? Next
I
time.
hung up.
Next time, I'm gonna take your question off air.
Yeah.
Yes. Gotta remove the
How
whole
about
thing.
Don't even answer the phone.
I'll leave my question off air. Bye.
I don't make calls because you always got to do the thing. Like if you're listening, I never liked calls because it's rude not to say. Like somebody's on the phone, they're going to naturally say, "Hi, Eric," and then
Yes.
it's like,
Hi, Eric.
"Hey, how are you?" And then it's going to be,
I'm wonderful.
Right.
How are you and yours?
"That's fine, we're doing great." And see the problem, and then you go through a bunch of calls, and as a listener, it would be rude for the host not to say.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's why you need a screener to tell them, don't ask
It
him how he's
doesn't matter.
doing.
It's so natural
Yeah.
to
Oh,
people.
they
And
do
get
it.
to your point.
Don't use brand names. No.
Yeah.
Well, I use Colgate. And, yes.
Oh, see, you want calls. Dr. Joe takes calls on
I
his show.
tried to use Dr. Joe's Super Greens, and it messed me up.
Yeah. Don't call in with those.
No,
I
no.
drank a whole bottle of vitamin D and K, and my arm fell off.
I accidentally sat on a light bulb.
Dr. Joe, I haven't pooped in a year.
Well, I get that one, believe me, yes. We have a supplement for that. Intestinal
right.
formula, yeah.
What do you have?
All right, we're going to blend the political worlds and the health worlds together here. ABC News, public health experts worry about implications of Trump withdrawing the United States from WHO.
World Health
World
Organization.
Health
right.
Organization, not WHO, yes.
I was like, is this a trivia question?
Yes.
From who?
I hate Roger Daltrey.
This is an Abbott and Costello bit. From who? Who?
Yeah.
Oh,
Siri, I didn't ask.
That is so weird when that happens.
Yes, it means that she's listening all
Everything
the time.
you say.
Reporting it all back to the government.
she's your number 1 fan, Eric.
And by the government, I mean my wife.
That's why we had to get rid of TikTok.
All right, so we're withdrawing from the World Health Organization.
That's
I feel
right.
like he tried to do this before. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just here's the thing. People respond to the concept of the World Health Organization, I think, more than what it actually is, which is a big old bureaucracy
Yeah.
that's power hungry. And so the reaction is, why would you pull out of a thing? And my God, probably everybody will die now. That's what I'm seeing on CNN today. It's just, if I'm to believe what I'm seeing on CNN with the sound down, is that every executive order, everything that Trump's doing right now, people are going to die and the economy is going to crash. So just hold them to that. What is today's date? The 22nd of January?
That's correct.
So just let's just see in a year if they're right about that.
I told you so. They run this clip, and
Yeah.
then I'll say, I told you so.
Actually-
Next story.
Although there is some kind of dumb things going on as well, which I'll get to later. But on this one,
Yes.
I feel like the U.S. is by far the country that leads in all these things. Anyway, I don't feel like we're not gonna know something or not have research.
Right.
So really, the World Health Organization needs the United States.
They need the CDC. Without us, they don't get the CDC. And they're
Right.
like, well, how are we going to get information? And And they're saying that we put so much money into the World Health
Trump is
Organization.
saying that, we put in like just a ridiculous amount of money, and then other countries, and he always cites China, apparently they have a lot of leverage with the World Health Organization, or did during the COVID-19 thing,
Right.
and they don't put in nearly as much money.
They put in
as we do.
90% less than we do, and they have more people than we do, but we have the CDC.
Right. So
but-
we're actually we're putting in more money, and we are the reason that they have
But
the
maybe
data.
they're healthier
Right.
than we are.
Yeah.
Are they? Ever been to
Maybe.
China?
I mean, I'm on Xiaohongshu, so sort of.
Everybody smokes and they don't have any regulations for pollution.
You know, most of China is rural.
China is very, very, very big.
Yes,
but
very,
they're
very
eating
low.
a lot of fruits and vegetables. They're eating a better diet.
That's
they're
my
not having
point.
ultra-processed foods. So they have a benefit there that we don't.
I never thought this show would be dominated by obvious commies. That
Maybe
is
we
what's
should all
happened.
just get paid the same,
Uh-huh.
and all share.
Wear the same
You know, the
clothes.
That's
wealth.
what I wonder if like commies be like, okay, everybody makes $7 an hour. Are you happy?
I guess if everything is cheaper, then sure.
everything's black
we didn't
market
say
at
that.
point. No.
We didn't say everything's cheaper.
You just have to wait in line a day to get it.
I've been to Cuba. When Cuba was communist, everybody made $80 a month,
Yeah.
and everything was black market. Whatever you wanted, it was black
See,
market.
that's my point again. What are you doing hanging out in Cuba?
I was invited by the Cuban Olympic team.
By the communist,
the communist
leadership of
yes,
Cuba?
the Cuban Olympic team.
Well, that's what they call the Olympic team.
I did some coaching, not training, but coaching them on.
You
on
coached
wellness.
them on what?
On wellness. On wellness. Yeah.
Did you try Did you say you had a capitalist supplement?
I did. Yes.
That would have
And I-
helped them. Although I do think that having this embargo still 60 years later,
Oh, yeah.
is just
It's kind of
absurd.
silly now. Yeah.
Hey, I think next Wednesday it's going to work.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dr. Joe is a pretty common name now. What's
Yeah.
your real name
That's
there, Dr.
right.
Joe?
Doctor, yeah, if that is your real name. His name is probably, I can't think of a
Dr.
Cuban name.
Leroy.
I can't think of
Communist name,
I can't
yeah.
think of a Trotsky. Dr. Joe
Dr.
Trotsky. We
yes.
never asked him for his last name.
You never saw my license, have you? That's true.
Dr. Joseph Stalin. It was
There it is, right in
hiding
front of you.
plain sight the whole time. Andrew Seco is watching New Trouble on 285 leaving East Point.
New trouble indeed. Might be time to ring the alarm for a travel advisory. Several right lanes knocked out. What looks like ice on 285 northbound the inner loop when you get to Cascade Road. Exit 7 looking very slick on the jam cam. Officials diverting to that left lane. Already starting to see the brake lights starting to fill in. You may want to avoid the area altogether. Hop on the connector. Save you a little bit of time. Your ride 575 still looking a little slow from Bell's Ferry all the way up towards Highway 92. And the downtown ride seems very good today. Speed limit ride north and south on the connector from East Point all the way up through the heart of downtown up into Midtown. How are those 75 northbound delays through Cobb, Cherokee County looking right now, Kobe Dawkins?
They're looking a little sluggish. 75 northbound, your brake lights start at Highway 5, getting into Ackworth at Highway 92. This report is sponsored by Vestis. For the people who make it all work, Vestis delivers quality uniforms and workplace supplies for your business needs. Learn more at Vestis.com. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When the weather is at its worst,
The first flakes started to fly around 3 o'clock, and then they became heavy between 3:30 and about 5:30.
we're at our best.
Remote learning in Rockdale County, Clayton, DeKalb, City of Decatur, Fulton County, and Gwinnett County.
Tune in often for the latest.
560 delays at the world's busiest airport and 250 cancellations.
95.5 WSB, your severe weather station.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man. High five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, bike shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet,
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security,
5 years.
and 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Take the guesswork out of buying and selling your home with Orchard. Will your home sell in time? Which upgrades are worth it? Can you keep your home show ready with a busy life? Orchard has all the answers. With Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, you can buy your new home before selling your old one. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler, and it's simple. Orchard gives you an equity advance, unlocking cash to buy your new home first. That's right. You don't have to wait for your old place to sell. You can move in right away. And no more rushing out for showings or constant cleaning because Orchard sells your old home after you've settled into your new home. Orchard even handles repairs and improvements at no out-of-pocket cost to you. Their local pros know which upgrades bring you the most money, so you sell for top dollar. Buy before you sell and skip the selling hassles with Orchard. Start with your free home valuation at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Are the effects of diabetes, prostate cancer, hypertension, or high cholesterol robbing you of your ability to perform in the bedroom? Choice Men's Health can help you eliminate ED and get your bedroom performance back in just one visit. Choice Men's Health offers breakthrough treatments for ED and performance issues in the bedroom to help you regain your confidence and give you back the intimacy with your partner. Call Choice Men's Health right now to make an appointment and find out how you can eliminate ED on the first visit. Popular name brand pills like Viagra and Cialis don't work for everyone and can have serious side effects. Choice Men's Health custom medications work immediately, even if you have a medical history or think you're too old to perform like you used to. Choice Men's Health can help you have a fulfilling sex life again. Call Choice Men's Health today at 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. Once again, that's 404-400-1170.
Owning a home means a lot of tough decisions, like who can I trust with the comfort of my family? Hey, it's Jared Yamamoto from the Von Hessler Doctrine for Guardian Home Experts. You know me, I'm an Atlanta guy, born and raised, but I'm not going to use a company just because my parents did or because I heard their name a lot. Heating, cooling, and plumbing options and pricing can be really complicated. So I did my research and I chose local, family-owned Guardian Home Experts. Over 5,000 five-star reviews, affordable options, high-quality work, and impeccable customer service. Get a new system with Guardian and Daikin to get up to a $1,450 instant rebate and 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's as low as $99 a month to own, not lease. Plus, Guardian offers a meet or beat price match guarantee up to $500. Details online. And here's my favorite part.
Call 470 experts, Guardian Home Experts.
Founded by hardworking Georgians in 1992, Builders provides tailored insurance solutions to safeguard workers and business owners from costly accidents. Explore reliable workers' compensation and general liability products at BLDRS.com. Builders, insurance built strong.
You know, they say you can't take it with you, but I've been thinking that maybe I would like to be buried with whatever money I have at the time of my death.
Both dollars?
I think I'll have more than that.
You think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll have a little treasure.
Okay.
And I think, why can't I take it with me? It's mine.
That's
so
true.
I should be able to take it with me.
But you won't know.
And then I knew. Well,
You
I'll
could say
know.
you could say that you were buried with it, but
I just want to be buried with it.
Why don't you just make them build you a pyramid? You can take all your crap with you.
Hey, you murder somebody in this country, you get the death penalty. They still ask, hey, what do you want to eat before you die? I mean, you get a request.
Uh-huh.
So I should think if I've lived my life in a law-abiding manner, if I want to be buried with it and take it with me, I should be able to. But then I remembered I don't really want to be buried. So I want to be cremated, and I think it's against the law to burn money.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So
yeah, they'll never know.
Well, you could put an IOU in there and take the cash out. Jane could take the cash out, put an IOU in, and then burn it.
Well, yeah, but she can't burn it either.
I got an idea. Give it to me,
Yeah,
and
there you
I
go.
will make sure
It's
that
burned.
it gets buried with you.
You know what? I got to admit, that is the one thing that has never occurred to me. To leave it to autumn. It is not.
Listen, I can. There might be a little off the top. For getting a shovel. You know, I gotta buy a shovel.
You got to take care of overhead, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? There might be. I need a like a vessel.
There's
for it
hard
to be
costs here, yeah.
Vessel. You probably need a new vehicle, maybe.
in. I might get gas on the way, and I'll get a soda or something. But that's all.
I'll think about
maybe
it.
a Red Bull.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Dr. Joe.
Sunday nights, right here, 8 to 10. We do take callers.
Yes.
We're not certainly not number 69, but we do
Yeah.
take callers. And if you have any health questions or would like to make an appointment, send it to me through my website, drjoe.com. I want to be your doctor.
I've come up with a compromise, Autumn. I'm going to allow you to be buried with me. Andrew Seco is seeing the brake lights crawling on 75 into Ackworth.
That we are seeing some heavy volume right now. The only spot up here that didn't get part of the snow yesterday, seeing it extra right now. 75 northbound, you're on and off the brakes from North Marietta Parkway all the way up towards Highway 92, exit 277. Avoid the area here and use Highway 41 to dodge those delays. 575, same story as well. Seeing a little bit of a sluggish spot here heading northbound from Bells Ferry Road up to Highway 92. No need for an alternate here. It's just short-lived, so just a quick tap of the brakes as you're moving. We do have a travel advisory rolling on the Interloop past the airport. Here to tell us about the Cooley Carrier Traffic Center is Kobe Dawkins.
And 285 northbound the Interloop before Cascade Road exit 7. Jam cams showing what appears to be ice patches along multiple right lanes. You can avoid those tough delays by taking Highway 29 as an alternate. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any H system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When you open a garage door, you realize we live in magical times. People used to live in huts made from dung. Now we have houses so big there's a special door on the front so you can drive your car right inside. And the door opens itself by magic when you're still half a block away. Imagine telling that to the townsfolk who had to yank open the castle drawbridge with a giant chain every time the king felt like a stroll. So why doesn't your garage door do all the magical, wonderful things we've worked 4.5 billion years to invent? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. We repair broken or stubborn garage doors and get them working like new. Better parts, fresh lubrication, full service, good as new. Magical times. You don't have to live every day with an awesome thing that isn't awesome just because it needs to be fixed. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. Magical times.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Planning to propose this Valentine's Day? Shane Company has your back. Our easy process to create your dream engagement ring is rock solid. 1. Pick your ring setting. 2. Choose your center stone. 3. Personalize it. With our wide selection of beautiful settings and hand-picked diamonds and gemstones, all at competitive prices, your ring will be as unique as your love story. We'll hand-set your ring in our jeweler's workshop right here in our store and protect it with our free lifetime warranty. Walk in with a dream, walk out with the ring that will take their breath away. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
If better health, more energy, and detoxing your body are some of your priorities this year, get Active Liver today and start the year off knowing you're giving your liver some well-deserved relief.
You can find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-935-6077. 800-935-6077. 800-935-6077.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, it's still an icy mess on many roads in metro Atlanta. DeKalb County issues a state of emergency and tells residents to shelter in place. First responders in DeKalb log at least 200 rescues of stranded motorists, with one welcoming a brand new life.
The 1-2 rescue involves a stranded woman calling 911 from the icily hard-hit Rockbridge area to say she was in labor. DeKalb County CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson tells me an ambulance crew managed to get to her, and then they got stuck.
Literally, we had to dig them out. We had to have an emergency crew go there, sand and salt, to get that ambulance out, to get that mother and baby that was delivered on site to the hospital.
Cochran-Johnson says DeKalb's still salting and sanding roads, but urges people not to travel unless it's an emergency. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
2 Metro police officers are recovering tonight after getting injured in storm-related wrecks while responding to others in wrecks. WSB Steve Summers is live with how bad it was for one county.
Yeah, Bill, Gwinnett County Police responded to 1,800 calls during an 18-hour stretch yesterday and today. That, of course, is 100 calls an hour. Gwinnett Police Corporal Juan Marieto says they got it all.
People going off the road into a ditch. A lot of individuals just found themselves not able to move their vehicles, stuck on the side of the road. They hit a patch of ice, another vehicle runs into them. So it was a mess.
Regular commuters weren't the only ones having a problem. Corporal Marieto says 8 Gwinnett police patrol cars were damaged in their own accidents, and 2 officers suffered minor injuries in those wrecks. They are recovering tonight. Reporting live, Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
A number of school districts will be closed again tomorrow. They include Coweta County, Griffin Spalding County, Henry, Newton, and Barrow counties. Remote Learning Day tomorrow for Fayette County, DeKalb, Rockdale, City of Decatur, and in Clayton County. A complete list is posted at WSBradio.com. Right now, 34 degrees in Atlanta. How cold does it get tonight, and will it reach the 40s tomorrow? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Things slowly getting back to normal at the world's busiest airport today after over 1,000 delays and cancellations due to the weather. Because of the icy roads, Hartsfield-Jackson spokesman Andy Gobeil tells Channel 2 Action News some TSA agents can't get to work.
An emergency, in a crisis, and in a regular operation, we will all step up and do what was necessary.
Flights at the Savannah airport are canceled for the rest of the day. A deadly shooting at a high school in Nashville, Tennessee. Students are in shock.
We got to 5th period, and then all of a sudden we was hearing, oh, it's a shooting. And then everybody was just panicking and everything.
A 17-year-old student shoots 2 students. One of them is dead. Police say the shooter then kills himself. The second shooting victim is recovering from a graze wound to the arm. The Laken-Riley Act could be the first bill signed into law by President Trump in his new term. The U.S. House today gives final approval to the legislation, signing off on changes made by the U.S. Senate earlier this week. It gives federal agencies the authority to detain illegal immigrants accused of crimes including theft or shoplifting. The bill is named after Laken-Riley, the Georgia nursing student murdered on the UGA campus last year. A Cobb County domestic violence shelter will soon offer an area for people to house their pets. Here's a report all new at 6 o'clock.
It's estimated 47% of people leaving domestic violence situations delay leaving because they don't want to abandon their pets. Lisa Mello, CEO of Live Safe Resources in Marietta, says that's why they're now going to offer spaces for people to bring their animals.
It's not just safety for the human family members, but also for their furry family members as well.
The new space won't be ready until next month. The cost of the new addition is $230,000, all covered by donations and grants. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 6:04 and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather, and triple team traffic begins with Andrew Seco.
Travel advisory rolling out of East Point. Got a bit of an icy patch here in the right lanes. 285 north, the inner loop near Cascade Road, exit 7. A little spot here under some trees, making it really tough. You may want to avoid the area altogether and take the connector to save you just a little bit of time here. Looking at a slow spot heading into Midtown, the 400 southbound, the ramp to 85 northbound. You are on and off the brakes just a little bit while you're merging. And the surface streets are looking okay right now, but the temperatures are going to drop below freezing, so everything that's on the roads will refreeze, especially in the untreated and the shaded areas. Remember, do not get on the roads if you do not have to. If you absolutely have to, reduce your speeds and drive with caution to get to and from your destination safely. Taking a look at your ride through Cobb Cherokee County and the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, here's Kobe Dawkins.
It's looking a little sluggish. 75 northbound, you're tapping the brakes, leaving Highway 5, getting to Wade Green Road. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official heating of winter. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear and cold tonight as temperatures continue to fall into the upper teens to low 20s tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, high 41. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, morning low 24, afternoon high 42. Saturday and Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, morning lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the mid to upper 40s.
Right now it's 35 in Morrow, 31 in Snellville, and 34 in Roswell. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And obviously, Trump is just involved in a flurry of executive orders. Some of them I like more than the others.
Gulf of America.
Never in my life have I heard one single person complain about the name of Gulf of Mexico. In my entire life, Republican, Democrat, this is like a fever dream. But okay, whatever.
Not my Gulf.
We got an interesting open mic explaining why he might be doing it. I don't know if there's any merit to it, but it's an interesting theory as to
Well,
why
what if
he's
there's
doing
no merit to it? Then if we
a
play
theory.
if we play disinformation and then we find out that it's disinformation, you are going to force me to endure the ignominy of being forced to apologize. Thank you.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't write that,
That was
down.
natural there. Well, I mean, listen, this is an interesting theory, though.
Hey guys, the reason Trump is changing from Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America is to get around the order that Joe Biden signed forbidding any kind of drilling for oil in the Gulf of Mexico, period. Changed the name, now it goes around, I believe was an executive order he signed, period. Love the show. Thanks.
Yeah. I'm not a lawyer.
I have a lot of debt, so I'm just going to change my name and I'm somebody else.
I gotta work.
I don't think. It's the same body of water. I don't know that just changing the name would allow you to begin drilling there. But
Trump might believe it. Trump might believe that guy.
Well, we thought about that, and Joe Biden shut it down, and I can't reverse that one. So if we just change the name,
it's in place.
Call it the Gulf. Call it the Gulf of Gulfs. I don't care.
The Gulf of America. What
The
a beautiful
Gulf of
name.
America.
Beautiful name.
Beautiful.
What
so
a beautiful name.
Well, it is. Say it.
The thing that it is, it's like the Gulf of, it's not like called, some eloquent name or anything. It's just the
Gulf of Melania.
The Gulf of America. What a beautiful name.
Send your cards and letters to Jared Yamamoto. He was the one who said
Yeah, I had
it. I don't think people are going to take too kindly to that.
What's wrong with that? It's a beautiful name.
Spreading ignominy all over this entire show.
Fake news.
So the other stuff that's going on, the one thing so Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America, I really don't care. I think it's kind of silly, but I don't care. This guy, John Bolton, I'm not a fan of this John Bolton. I think he's a warmonger, and I think that he's exactly the type of person that I don't want anywhere near the halls of power, and there's way too many like that all through the halls of power of this country. But it seems like just because Trump doesn't like him, he's removed his Secret Service detail, and we know for a fact that Iran has hired hit people to murder this guy. And so Bolton has been saying, he's not a fan of Trump, but and I don't like John Bolton, but he was used in government by people who were elected by the people, and now you have other governments trying to kill him, and I don't think that kind of thing should be personal. And given what happened in Butler, I think that that's something that Trump should understand. That reasonable people who didn't want him to be president didn't like what happened at Butler. Like these kind of things should fly above and beyond. Again, I don't like John Bolton, but basically as president, opening him up to assassination because you don't like him.
Are we sure it wasn't just his clearance?
No, it was his Secret Service detail.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm not into that, even though I don't dig Bolton. This one I think is great. I'm going to be honest with you. And the way that it was done. Trump orders all federal diversity, equity, and inclusion employees placed on paid leave starting today. There's no office to go to. They're having to call people that they hired last week and say, no job. And I think it's fantastic. Number one, no person in this country has gotten further ahead because of all of this stuff that has been going on in corporations and corporations have been quietly getting, because what happens is, number one, the people who are on campuses for life, that's their life. And there should be a firewall between the most idealistic people on college campuses and private companies. And what happened was that a lot of corporations buckled. This is not the government I'm talking about, but the government did the same thing. They already had it going. They just expanded it. But in private life, the corporations, they let all of these campus people come in, and a year later, it was like, oh, we got 12 people in that division. They've produced nothing. We pay them every week. They've done nothing to help us sell more product, to be more efficient. All they've done is caused trouble because they're here to do a job, and if there's nothing to do, they're going to make something up. We had it here for a while, and then it went away. And
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we started getting, we had a whole division here for a while. And then we'd start getting emails about how we're not allowed to say ladies and gentlemen anymore, or you can't call a powwow. Number one, I couldn't recall the last time I heard somebody call for a powwow. Yeah, so there's people that were in a department and everybody was coming to work and basically doing their jobs and being good people, which means they had nothing to do. So they would make stuff up. And then when you get into, so in private industry, it's easier. You can go, all right, it's been a year, we tried this. This is not helping anything. So let's get rid of them and spend our money in different areas. With the federal government, I mean, honestly, to achieve these goals, you don't build a brand new bureaucracy with pensions and incentives to keep your job and all of that. And it was just turning into a huge boondoggle. Another thing that he has done is he's told all federal workers, you got to go back to the office. And you got to go back 5 days a week.
That's great. They're working for us. That's great.
And there was a good point in there where he said something along the lines of, or it was either him or somebody else talking about it, I saw, saying that these are people who are not, basically they're not going to work and they're taking money from the taxpayers. You may not, now there are certain people, if your boss wants you to work from home because your boss has decided, you know what, I don't want to pay for the overhead of a building, and with the type of work that we do, and I trust you as an employee, I want you to work from home. That's the only way you should work from home. You don't have a right to work from home because we had COVID. The only way that you should work from home is that your boss, believe it or not, higher on the chain than you are, has made the decision that they want you to work from home. That's the proper roles. And if your boss wants you to work in the building and not at home and you don't like that, you're a free person. So you can choose to go work somewhere else. Or life may be a big old bowl of you-know-what every once in a while, and you got to gut it out and work in a place you don't like for a while until you find another place. But that's a little something that we like to call life.
Yeah, Autumn, come back to the office.
Yeah.
Hey.
Now, her boss.
Get your ass down to Atlanta.
Does that include me? Oh, man.
Yes, because you're in the D.C. area.
Okay.
So you're actually covered by this.
Shoot.
But that's actually a good example.
That's a long commute.
That's actually a good example. The host of the show decided, hey, she has to be in Baltimore. I want her on the show. So she's working remote because I'm not being told. It's not like Eric's going behind the scenes going, get rid of her if she doesn't come into the office. And they're going, no. She wants to work from home, and she has that. It's not the way that it works. The show is better for me if Autumn is on the show. She's in Baltimore. Don't take it. Don't
take it away.
Don't let it go to your head.
Co-host.
Why would I? Why would you assume that that's how it would
But
be?
that is the
Be nice.
point. That is the point. The point is, I love you too. The point is, you need to get up and go to work. It's not good for the country. I really just don't think all of this. Everybody just staying home and working in their pajamas. I'm a libertarian-minded person. I don't want top-down solutions. But I also recognize this country is not better with people not getting up, taking showers, putting on their clothes, getting in their cars, going to work. You lose a productivity, a sort of energy. When everybody's waking up and going to work. Some want to go to work. Some can't wait to get to work. Some hate their jobs. Some wish that some are going to call in when they're not. That's the world. And if you don't like work, you should be forced to try to come up with an excuse that is somewhat believable.
What about a hybrid schedule? 3 days in, 2 days out.
If that's what the boss wants, that's fine. But while we're paying these taxpayers are paying all of the salaries for this, at the same time, we're paying for all the maintenance of the buildings that we still lease and own that they're not going to. So, and also the Doge, the first thing they're going to do apparently is go after the penny.
I like the penny.
You may like the penny, but apparently it's a big old waste. Nobody uses them anymore. We keep making them. And the guy there has been there 30 years. He's got a penny pension. He's like, I'm going to keep pumping these pennies out. whether people use them or not.
Penny
When's the
Pete.
last time you used a penny?
I scratched off a lottery ticket about a week ago.
That you could have done that with a nail file.
I got a penny back because I used cash recently. So, but that's
You used
throw
cash?
The last time I touched a penny was I threw it away.
Did you throw it? That's against the law.
No, it's
Is
not.
it?
It is.
Arrest
Why?
her.
Yes, it is.
It's
It's
against the law
destroying.
to deface it, not throw it away.
Throwing it away is destroying it.
Well, you
I
don't
mean,
know if
it was
it's
like
going to
on
get
the
destroyed.
ground. It was like on the floor, right? There was like little pieces of like fuzz
Right.
and trash, and it was like, here's a penny. I'm just gonna throw it all away.
So you're agreeing with Elon Musk, who's saying we shouldn't be making these anymore. It's a waste.
I feel like it's a legacy, and I don't want to get rid of it. And
Well-
also, it's an affront to Abraham Lincoln.
That's true. We got to put him somewhere else. He was an
Yeah.
important president. People seem to agree.
Put him on a dollar coin. No one will use it.
Here we go.
That's
from
another thing. Yeah, the
from-
dollar
What about
coin.
Ike? I thought he was on it.
Is Ike on it or Sass?
No, he was.
Oh, that's when I grew up. It was
Sacagawea.
Eisenhower.
Sacagawea and Susan B. Olson.
Susan B. Anthony.
Oh,
Susan
no.
B. Olson. Yeah, Cindy Brady dollar. Get it now from the
I
Franklin
think
Mint.
I think I mixed up Ann B. Davis and Susan
You
Olson.
did.
there.
I love that.
It says here from New Era Debt Solutions, it is illegal to damage or destroy currency, and while the law may not say directly that it is illegal to throw money away, tossing any U.S. currency in the trash will likely be treated as destroying
Yeah,
the money.
like what if you threw 10? What if you threw
come
10,000?
get me.
10,000. I'll give
Arresta.
Bring it.
I'll give you the address. Just give me a call.
Secret
She's in
Service is
Baltimore.
on their way.
That's right. You're very close to Arlington. Andrew Seco is keeping eyes on a travel advisory on 285.
That we are. Right lane's knocked out here with some icy conditions on the inner loop 285 northbound at Cascade Road, exit 7, right in a spot where we're being canopied by trees here. Delays looking tough, only going to get tougher. Avoid the area. Might be time to hop on the downtown connector, save you a little bit of time. Slowing and going through Cobb Cherokee County on and off the break, 75 north from 575 up to Highway 92. That's exit 277. And still seeing the effects on the surface. Roads looking okay right now, but everything on there will be freezing with the temperatures drop. Avoid any unnecessary travel, and if you have to be out, reduce your speeds. Watch out for shaded areas and untreated roads, and drive with extreme caution to get to and from your destination safely. Taking a glance at Midtown downtown with the Cool Rake Area Traffic Center, here's Kobe Dawkins.
And it looks in pretty good shape. 75-85 northbound and southbound speed limit rides from Langford Parkway to 17th Street. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When the weather is at its worst,
We do have areas here in the metro region that got relatively hit hard by a burst of snow.
we're at our best.
Steve Reynolds Boulevard, several cars being abandoned because of the ice.
Tune in often for the latest.
An FAA ground delay has been issued for Hartsfield-Jackson with an average delay of 81 minutes.
95.5 WSB, your severe weather station.
Owning a home means a lot of tough decisions, like who can I trust with the comfort of my family? Hey, it's Jared Yamamoto from the Von Hessler Doctrine for Guardian Home Experts. You know me, I'm an Atlanta guy, born and raised, but I'm not going to use a company just because my parents did or because I heard their name a lot. Heating, cooling, and plumbing options and pricing can be really complicated. So I did my research and I chose local, family-owned Guardian Home Experts. Over 5,000 five-star reviews, affordable options, high-quality work, and impeccable customer service. Get a new system with Guardian and Daikin to get up to a $1,450 instant rebate and 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's as low as $99 a month to own, not lease. Plus, Guardian offers a meet or beat price match guarantee up to $500. Details online. And here's my favorite part.
Call 470 experts, Guardian Home Experts.
At Cigna Healthcare, we're designing a better way for you to get better care. And that starts with being there to support you around the clock. When you call or text, we'll always answer with 24/7 access to mental health clinicians, and we'll call you too. With a 100% follow-up rate to make sure you have everything you need. Whatever works best for you, works best for us. We're really just here to help you get better. That's better by design. Learn more at Cigna.com/better.
Start your year off stress-free and sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Don't worry about the hassle of constant cleaning and making costly repairs. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, you can trust Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Was my mic on?
You never told me that story.
Was my mic on when I was asking you about Michael Jackson?
You gonna sit
It's
down?
a Todd Rundgren story.
Yeah.
So I'll tell it to you off the air.
Okay.
I am sitting down. Maybe for one segment I'll sit down. You're just going to feature my bald head at the top of the camera.
See if I can
Zoom
move it.
in.
For the 7 people who are
Here, let me do one
watching us on video.
Let me do one of my.
Off, huh?
Let me do one of my 17 tasks.
Well, they've been promoting it quite a bit.
Do we do a video thing?
What do you mean?
As in, like, do we tell people how to find the video?
I think you can just we tell people that it's on the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com.
Yeah, but we don't do that. Maybe we should start doing it.
Maybe we should.
Maybe if they knew that it existed, they would. There's what I can look at Eric's bald head too. I mean, that only adds to the entertainment value of the show.
Of course.
I would think.
Can you look at Autumn's bald head?
Yeah. Is she losing? You know,
She
she's
is.
getting that thinning thing.
I can tell. There's a wig.
Yeah. Are you
It's
wearing a wig?
when you talk about stuff I disagree with you on, but I need to shut up. I just pick at one spot in your bald spot.
Yeah, you just create that bald spot. I'm convinced, although I know I'm wrong. You ever been that? Sometimes I'll be convinced that I'm right, even though I know I'm wrong. And this is one of those issues that I'm convinced that the reason that I'm bald or balding, totally. I have a lot of hair for a bald guy, but there's a lot of bald there too. Is that when I was in 2nd or 3rd grade, I've always enjoyed the feeling of picking hair out. Like I'll do my underarms, like ding,
trauma response,
whatever it is. I like it. Ting. It's got like a tingle to it. And when I was a kid, I remember in 3rd and 4th grade, right where my balding is, I would just like sit there and just like, bonk. I would just like pick hairs out of my scalp. And I found it to be enjoyable.
Did you save him in a box?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't weird like that.
Oh, just a little weird.
But I'd pull them out, and then and even though I know that that's probably not the reason that I'm bald, it's just kind of strange that it's in that same exact area. So again, I like to highlight things on the show, and every once in a while I have to highlight things where I know I'm wrong, but I'm still convinced I'm right on that one.
So for the young parents out there that have kids that could bald later on in life, tell them not to pick their hair.
Hey, and that's not. Is there a thing? Is there a name for that? Like enjoying
trichotillomania.
Meaning, I enjoy the feeling of pulling one hair at a time.
Yep. That's what it is. A lot of people will also take that piece of hair, and you know how there's the little bulb at the end?
Yeah,
Chew it.
It's fascinating.
They'll chew it. They'll eat it.
That's gross. That's gross.
Yeah.
That's gross.
The follicle, right? Or no?
Yeah,
the
whatever
follicle,
comes
hair
out with it. The
bulb.
little bulb. Hair bulb.
Hair bulb.
Hair bulb.
You remember my first band, the Hair Bulbs?
Hair Bulbs?
Yeah, we were great. Keyboard player,
Pretty
though.
stinky, though.
Could not. Well, we didn't take baths because we knew we were geniuses.
And
that's how it works. by the
We
way.
are the hair bulb.
If you know you're a genius, if you know that you're an artistic genius, automatically you're absolved of baths. You no longer. Your hygiene level is allowed by law to.
Yeah, ask Michael Stipe.
To go down. Hey, listen, don't go to Michael Stipe.
Yeah.
I like Michael Stipe.
Dave.
I don't know. That
He's
he doesn't.
listening.
There's been yeah, right.
I met him. He's stinky.
What? You don't have to rat him out.
I'm not saying
Maybe he
bathe.
just wants to keep people like you away.
I'm also calling a genius because he didn't bathe. So
Okay,
I'm-
is
I'm
that why he's a
reinforcing your own
genius?
point.
Is that why he's a genius, or the great songs?
No, it's the
I
point
hate
that you made.
music
Where they,
now.
if you're smart and
Do
you've
you
got
hate-
your genius, and
Michael Stipe, do you hate music now?
I decided that I no longer like music, and I would just rather paint.
I would love to have an imaginary conversation between Michael Stipe and Peter Gabriel, and it would be a conversation that between two other people would resolve itself in 2 minutes. But if it was Michael Stipe and Peter Gabriel, it would take like 35 minutes because each one would go, I believe that people have rights wherever they go.
Yeah.
And then Peter Gabriel will say, the movement of music through people, it would just take forever. It's just, they don't know how to talk without ums. Like, man, you're a genius, but cut the ums and up the baths.
Maybe
I have a new bathtub. Do you know that?
Wow, that a
brag.
flex.
Why do you gotta
yeah,
brag?
Goodness.
Well, no, we redid our whole
Okay.
my master
we got to redo our whole
my,
master
my master bathroom looks. I said I want it to look like a bathroom at a great hotel, and that's what it looks like now.
Do you have a barn door now?
There is a barn door, but I forced them to put a latch on it.
Nice.
To keep the goats out.
Yes. And so anyways, it's a really large bathtub, right? And then I realized as soon as it was done, my water heater is not going to provide enough water for this. So now I've been waiting for weeks and weeks. And at the end of the week, I'm getting a new water heater. Tankless. So that I can fill that baby all day.
You can't get those.
I'm getting it. I think even with gas, too. I'm in Georgia.
I should have won.
We're still free here in Georgia, you know. Oh, hey, let's give stuff away. Did somebody mention Todd Rundgren?
We sure did.
Sunday,
So we opened this segment.
Sunday, April 20th at Buckhead Theater. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at livenation.com. Andrew Seco is checking the ride into Cobb at Cherokee County.
Now we are, Eric, looking like the brake light's starting to dissipate just a little bit. We're still seeing that slow spot, 75 northbound. You're on and off that pedal from Chastain Road all the way up towards Wade Green Road, exit 273. No more need for an alternate through here. Short-lived delays, just a quick tap of the brakes heading into Ackworth. Better news, 575, all clear here. Speed limit ride north and southbound from Kennesaw through Woodstock all the way up into Holly Springs. Travel advisory rolling by the airport. How are we looking now, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, it's still a travel advisory 285 northbound the inner loop before Cascade Road exit 7. You're dealing with some ice patches knocking out multiple right lanes, so use caution or go to the downtown connector as an alternate. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month. Enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any H-System maker model. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
It's just not normal, friends. The pain caused from chronic joint pain day after day. But some of you have dealt with that pain for so long, it's become your new normal. Short-term fixes not working. Make the decision now to say, no, not going to live with that. It's Mark Aaron back with you. Get moving again in 2025 with help from my friends at QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, joint preservation. Yes, you can revitalize your joints with advanced orthobiologic treatments at QC Kinetics. No steroids, no drugs, no surgery. This is the future of medicine using an array of natural solutions like PRP to attack the pain from arthritis. I want you to call QC Kinetics right now for a free consultation. Deal with joint pain now so you can make the most of the new year. Call QC Kinetics, friends. 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026.
You do not want to miss this. Call Zero Res Carpet Cleaning to get 3 rooms of carpet plus a free hallway for only $109. That's right, 3 rooms plus a free hallway for only $109. You only have a few days to take advantage of this sweet deal. Zero Res can bring your carpets back to life with their exclusive cleaning technology. By using ZR water, Zero Res is tough on your carpet stains without using soaps or harsh chemicals. The best part is your carpets will stay cleaner longer, so you and your family can continue walking on soft and fluffy carpets day after day. Don't just take my word for it. Zero Res has over 20,000 reviews and a 4.9 rating on Google. They don't run this sale often, so don't wait. Call 770-242-1313 today to get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned and a free hallway for only $109 before it's too late. Use code SALE109 at ZeroResAtlanta.com. Zero Res. Spell it backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean.
On Wednesday, February 5th, Atlanta, Georgia is where the best wrestle as All Elite Wrestling presents Dynamite. Are you ready for some Dynamite tonight? Be there live and witness the one-of-a-kind professional wrestling experience that only AEW can deliver. When AEW returns to Atlanta, all for as little as $20.
Let's get down to business.
AEW Dynamite, Wednesday, February 5th from Gateway Center Arena. Tickets on sale now starting at $20 at AEWTIX.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, icy roads wreak havoc on Metro Atlanta drivers. DeKalb County issuing a state of emergency and urges residents to shelter in place.
A state of emergency is very much, I've said earlier, like marriage. It's not to be taken lightly.
County CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson says from fires to stranded drivers, they've fielded hundreds of 911 calls. Rescuers even helped deliver a baby Beebe. Police in Gwinnett County spend much of the day getting abandoned vehicles off the roads.
Lilburn police say at least 11 cars were left on roadways near Rockbridge Road, Arcadia, and Camp Creek and Main Street during Tuesday's snowstorm. Senior police officer Veronica Arnold.
This was one of our pretty bad roads, and it's kind of curvy, so there's a lot of cars that were left on the curve, so it just kind of was making things a little worse.
Officer Arnold says the abandoned vehicles were towed to Lilburn's police headquarters at no cost to drivers, and they're still urging motorists to stay home while crews continue to work. Daphne Young, 95.5 WSB.
Updating the school closing list for Thursday, Coweta County, Griffin, Spalding County, Henry, Newton, Barrow, and Walton counties all closed tomorrow. Remote learning in Fayette County, DeKalb, Rockdale, City of Decatur, and Clayton County. For a complete list, go to WSBradio.com. It is now 34 degrees in Atlanta. How cold will it get tonight, and how much of a warm-up is coming in the next few days? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. MARTA buses are still not running because of the icy roads.
Except for rail service, all MARTA operations suspended until at least Thursday. Trains running on a weekend schedule, but there may be additional delays because of limited operator availability. The Red Line is running only between Lindbergh and North Springs. The Green Line operating only between Bankhead and Vine City. Customers can get updates on service restoration by checking itsmarta.com or the MARTA On The Go app. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
A 17-year-old boy opens fire at a high school in Nashville, Tennessee, sending students into a panic.
It was a lot of screaming, a lot of tears. People were screaming on their faces. They were scared to die.
Police say a 16-year-old girl is shot and killed after she is confronted by the shooter in the cafeteria at Antioch High School. The suspect also shot a 17-year-old boy before killing himself. The injured boy suffered a graze wound to his arm and is now out of the hospital. Happening now, a new wildfire spreading fast in Southern California.
CBS News special report. Some people who live near the small town of Castaic, California, north of Santa Clarita, are fleeing their homes ahead of a fast-moving wildfire that began late this morning and has already charred at least 5,000 acres. This woman didn't think twice about leaving.
Pretty scary, and I'm not going to take the risk. I'm going.
More than 19,000 people are under evacuation orders. More than 15,000 people are under evacuation warnings. CBS News Los Angeles meteorologist Marina Jurica says the winds that helped spread the fire will pick back up again tomorrow.
We are looking at winds up to 30, 35 miles per hour. Then starting at about 6 a.m. So that 12-hour time is going to be at about 15 to potentially 20 miles per hour. So that'll be helpful. But then cranking it back up into that 40, 50, potentially 60 mile per hour winds as we head into our Thursday.
CBS News special report. I'm Christopher Cruz.
A new training program in Georgia for how to handle rabies.
It was a near catastrophic incident last year, according to Georgia's Public Health Commissioner, Dr. Kathleen Toomey. A head of a rabid animal was being shipped to be tested for rabies. Problem was, that package was leaking.
Everyone from the UPS driver to our own staff in several districts and in the lab were potentially exposed.
It was uncovered that the state had no formal training for shipping these types of things, so they promptly held 12 sessions and trained 284 environmental health specialists. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 6:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather, and triple team traffic begins now with Andrew Seco.
Travel advisory rolling by the airport. 285 northbound, the inner loop at Cascade Road, exit 7. Icy patches in the right lanes with the overhead trees here. The drop in temperatures looking really tough. Only going to get tougher till we get those out of the roadway. You may want to hop on the downtown connector, save you a little bit of time. If you are heading south on the connector, you're going to be running into submerged traffic. 75-85 south, merging into I-20 east, looking at a slow spot, making it really tough as you're heading towards the Grant Park area. And the surface streets this evening still going to be a little tough as the temperatures drop, so make sure you're avoiding any unnecessary travel. If you have to be out, drive with extreme caution to get to and from your destination safely. Looks like we're seeing some improved speeds through Cobb, Cherokee County. Here to tell us about it in the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, here's Kobe Dawkins.
Yeah, leaving the perimeter, I-285, 75 northbound, seeing speed limit rides, getting into Ackworth at Highway 92. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear and cold tonight as temperatures continue to fall into the upper teens to low 20s tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, high 41. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, morning low 24, afternoon high 42. Saturday and Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, morning lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the mid to upper 40s.
Right now it's 34 degrees in Midtown Atlanta, 33 in Noonan, it's 31 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock, breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
On air,
Online,
on the app,
where you get your news.
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
Yo, I just won $1,000 from WSB.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Thank you, Jesus. What's that?
Just enter the word at WSBradio.com or on the WSB radio app.
First chance to win is tomorrow at 8
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
on 95.5 WSB.
When you open a garage door, you realize we live in magical times. People used to live in huts made from dung. Now we have houses so big there's a special door on the front so you can drive your car right inside. And the door opens itself by magic when you're still half a block away. Imagine telling that to the townsfolk who had to yank open the castle drawbridge with a giant chain every time the king felt like a stroll. So why doesn't your garage door do all the magical, wonderful things we've worked 4.5 billion years to invent? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. We repair broken or stubborn garage doors and get them working like new. Better parts, fresh lubrication, full service, good as new. Magical times. You don't have to live every day with an awesome thing that isn't awesome just because it needs to be fixed. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. Magical times.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Are the effects of diabetes, prostate cancer, hypertension, or high cholesterol robbing you of your ability to perform in the bedroom? Choice Men's Health can help you eliminate ED and get your bedroom performance back in just one visit. Choice Men's Health offers breakthrough treatments for ED and performance issues in the bedroom to help you regain your confidence and give you back the intimacy with your partner. Call Choice Men's Health right now to make an appointment and find out how you can eliminate ED on the first visit. Popular name brand pills like Viagra and Cialis don't work for everyone and can have serious side effects. Choice Men's Health custom medications work immediately, even if you have a medical history or think you're too old to perform like you used to. Choice Men's Health can help you have a fulfilling sex life again. Call Choice Men's Health today at 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. Once again, that's 404-400-1170.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. You can too. GeorgeStein.com.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Donald Trump is the 47th President of the United States.
The golden age of America begins right now.
What comes next for the nation?
We will drill, baby, drill.
As each story breaks, we'll have it covered for you.
Liberation Day.
Listen throughout the day to stay up to date.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
Congratulations to George Monsalvaci of Powder Springs.
And his loud cat.
And his very loud cat. Won 2 tickets to see Todd Rundgren on. You can take the cat if you'd like. Nah, maybe you can't. On Sunday, April 20th, at Buckhead Theater. Tickets are on sale right now at LiveNation.com.
That'll be a cat at the Buckhead Theater is a good idea.
Yeah. There's a lot of open space there. They can round up the cat later on. I just saw this 22.1 million people watched the national championship game, which made me think that I haven't looked at the stories, but they're saying that the ratings for the inauguration were very low.
They were
beautiful.
I don't even know.
They were beautiful. Look, the last time we had one of those,
yeah,
everybody was at home.
Yeah.
What else were they going to do?
That's right.
Daily Beast has a headline saying that you're crushed by the inauguration ratings.
Yeah, they'll say anything.
They plunged.
They'll say anything.
26.05 million people
Whatever,
watched.
I'm the president. It doesn't matter.
Less than Joe Biden. Joe Biden had 38.35 during his.
Like I said, everybody was at home sitting on their brains.
That's right. It's COVID, right?
COVID. But we had the vax, the beautiful
Is
vax.
that usually, I guess, I don't watch any government stuff anymore, but I stopped and watched that when it happened. How much do you have to watch in order to be seen? Like, all I watched was the stuff you needed to. I tuned in right as the last couple of people are being announced. Go into the thing, and I was gone by the time Carrie Underwood started getting pissed off. I didn't even see that part.
I enjoyed watching it with a 3.5-year-old.
Where's the president, Daddy? He's coming out soon. When? And then he goes, "This is boring."
Yeah,
You're right. It is.
You are correct.
You're correct.
I
said we have to watch it, though. It's important.
Is it a 3-year-old has to watch it? You think he's gonna have a memory of
Do
that?
you know what his reply to that was?
What?
Why?
Good question.
It was a good question.
Good question. You can't read about it in books when he's older?
What are books?
No one's going to be reading books by the time he's older. I recognize that.
What kind of iPad is it?
Yeah, I don't...
Tablet.
I don't want people to think that we're just phoning in the last half hour. But let's do this. Lou, right here. Let's do this.
Free Audio Association.
That doesn't mean we're phoning it in any way. We just have a lot of audio. Why would anybody think something like that?
There's actually some really good audio.
Is that your impression of Jared?
There might be some good stuff here.
Well, obviously, we think we have good audio to present. Otherwise, we wouldn't present it. Now, sometimes we think something's going to be good, and when the rubber meets the road, it's not. But always going in. Right, Free Audio Association lady? We always think...
That's why we have the whole segment.
That's right. We think we have some good audio.
Dude, your shirt is rocking on that video.
Oh yeah, that's right. I stood up, you know?
Hold
Can
on,
the camera people follow me?
Hold on, let me talk to the camera guy.
I
Why
wasn't-
is he so far behind?
I was enjoying sitting down there for a moment.
Don't get used to it.
I like to stand at
You
work.
do good show standing.
You think so?
Yes.
I get lazy when I'm sitting down.
Yeah, everybody
That's
does.
right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You might get bored with who
Well,
you're
why
talking to.
you guys get to sit down the whole damn show.
Yeah, but
Every
we're looking
break.
at you.
Autumn's sitting on her fanny in an attic in Baltimore. Not an
I
attic.
should
in
stand
a-
outside my car.
That's
Yeah,
right.
she's in a car now.
Oh, are you in a car now?
Yeah, well, today it's Wednesday.
And she had her sick kid with her, and she sends a picture
Oh.
of her face right next to her sick kid's face. It's like, you're going to be sick. You understand? You're going to get, you can't get that close.
You're going to get everybody at the bar sick.
Got to go in
I
and get,
can't help
you got to
it.
go.
You can't when your kid is sick. You can't be like, stay away from me.
This is what the viruses know. Let me infect the kid. They're so cute that all the adults, oh, come on.
He threw up again.
Oh, well, it's good to know. Thanks. Keep us up to date.
Yeah, he missed
Throw up
this.
counter.
He missed it.
The countdown clock.
Audio?
Yes, I know that we're doing
Free
audio.
audio. He's on good audio on the table.
I get that. I
You're
wanted,
chomping at the bit.
I wanted to say that you should have picked him up at school in a hazmat suit.
Yeah.
You know, just like, I love you, but I'm not allowing you to infect me with what you
I
have.
love you from a distance.
That's right. That's better than not being loved at all.
Yeah, so suck it up, Buttercup. Gotta go to work.
Hit me with some audio. Your stomach will be fine tomorrow. Shut up.
All right, this audio is from Philadelphia Mayor Cheryl Parker. This is on Sunday. I don't know how we
Oh.
missed this week, but
Okay,
she went viral.
This mayor, I don't know if she's a good mayor or a bad mayor. She should lose her re-election campaign just based on this. Now, Autumn won't know this, so I'll tell her. This is the chant Eagles fans. They yell, they spell the
I
name
heard
out.
someone singing it at the bar.
So it's EAGLES.
Eagles, Eagles, Eagles.
And the mayor, who you'd think to be mayor, you should be a little smarter than most people.
Again, this is right before the Rams game. You would think that she would have this down. Maybe
She
she's a
started-
closet Chiefs fan, maybe.
She started the chant.
Let me hear you all say ELGLES. Eagles! That's no better.
How in the world do you go from E to L? I can see skipping the A. If you just go
Go to a G.
phonetically,
Okay,
Eagles.
into a G, yeah.
But how you go to eels? Let's hear that. What exactly was spelled there?
Let me hear you all say ELGLES. Eagles!
Elglis.
No better.
E-L.
G-S-E-S.
Oh, my goodness.
Elglis.
Elgsis.
Word of the day. Elglis.
Now, again,
It's inexplicable. I don't understand how that even happens.
if there's one advantage of the Falcons not being in the playoffs, at least our mayor can spell Falcons correctly.
You don't
Well,
know.
you think? Well, I don't know. He hasn't led the chant yet. Let's find out.
You know, this is the problem with politicians because
Yeah.
if politicians were real people, they'd be like, "Oh my God, what did I just spell?" and just like laugh at themselves and start the
Exactly.
chant over instead of
Or-
like, "Just keep going because I can't make mistakes."
Or, you know what? I'm a great mayor. It turns out I'm not a big football fan, but they're the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm the mayor of Philadelphia, so I want them to win. So, absolutely.
Yeah.
But let's not pretend that I'm in the stadium in this chant all the time.
Let me hear you all say, E-L-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Eagles.
It seems like
Let's go
halfway through
Bears!
it, she does realize that something's wrong because she kind of gets like, "Oh!"
But you're right. A politician, if they're, and by the way, whether you love or hate Trump, this is one thing he does have.
Yeah.
Where he's well, what the hell?
Hey, we all make mistakes. We
Remember
all
when
make
his
mistakes.
remember when his hair flew up and you saw his bald spot?
Oh, yeah.
And then later that day he was at a rally or something. He's like, I didn't want anybody to see that, but okay. You know, like that is the one thing that he has. If somebody if you want to compete with that from another part of the political spectrum, you got to find some politicians that are on your side that can be like that too. That this idea that never let the people think you know you messed up because that's no, let them know I'm human.
I did great for 4 years. I wasn't asleep. Everybody knows I was running the
Everybody
show.
knows you were
If
one of the
Kamala was
greatest
out there
presidents.
being like, "I do a lot of word salad," you know, like if she just acknowledged that, then it'd be
A little
way
bit.
more understandable.
W did acknowledge from time to time. I remember one time he said, "Yeah, I know, I butcher the King's English."
I butcher King's English. I don't care. I'm retired.
I've still never seen that King's Speech movie.
Oh, it was good.
Do you know there's a scene in there? I do know this. There's a scene in there. I don't know which one. Apparently, because it's supposed to be a great movie. Didn't it win Academy Awards and all that?
Sure.
And some people in the know noticed that one of the scenes in the movie takes place in the same room that a famous scene in a famous gay porn film took place.
Oh, sweet.
Look it up.
Oh, I don't need to.
Tim was the one who told me.
Is it the Elxus film?
Elxus.
Elxus.
Oh, the
Let's go Phillies. F-I-L-Z.
Everybody, give me an F.
F.
Andrew Seco is keeping close eyes on our travel advisory on 285 by the airport.
That we are. Those right lanes still looking really slick here. 285 north, the inner loop at Cascade Road, exit 7. Icy conditions with those nearby trees still making it really tough. Only going to get tougher until we get this figured out. In the meantime, avoid the area. You want to hop on the downtown connector. Save you just a little bit of time here. Elsewhere, speed limit conditions on most of the highway. 75 north and south looking clear from Smyrna through Marietta into Kennesaw. 400 north and south looking fine from Sandy Springs into Roswell up towards Alpharetta Milton. And 85 north and south, you are looking clear and easy from Sewanee through Duluth all the way down into Norcross. With a check of things downtown in the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, here's Kobe Dawkins.
And they're looking pretty good. 75-85 northbound and southbound speed limit rides from Langford Parkway to 17th Street. And this report is sponsored by John Foy and Associates Personal Injury Law Firm. Injured? Give John Foy Personal Injury Lawyers the first shot at evaluating your case. You have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. John Foy and Associates, the first call you should make to protect your rights. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Winning in the NFL comes down to the basics, blocking and tackling. In retirement, protection and income are the keys to success. Simply put, if you're nearing or in retirement, you can't afford a stock market crash. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons. Having played on winning teams with the Steelers and Falcons, studying game film was a key to success. Now I'm a best-selling author and star in a new groundbreaking documentary film called The Retirement Deception. It unveils how the Wall Street machine has been deceiving us for decades and proves you don't need to risk your nest egg in the market to have the retirement you deserve. This film shows you exactly how to protect your retirement from stock market drops and produce more income than you thought possible. I want you to watch this film for free. Call today for your free copy of The Retirement Deception. I think you would agree 30 to 40 years of saving for retirement is at least worth a phone call to watch this film and see how you can improve your retirement. Call today to speak with an all-pro retirement specialist to get your free copy of The Retirement Deception. Call 888-471-3896. That's 888-471-3896. MitchLyonsWealth.com. Your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
Start your year off stress-free and sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You can save time and make the most money. Hi, this is Chris Chandler, and I'm here with my friend Mark Spain. Mark, how's the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate the best way to sell your home?
Let's face it, open houses are inconvenient. Not to mention having strangers traipsing through your home, looking in your closets. We created the guaranteed offer to provide home sellers with an easy and quick solution, stress-free way to sell their homes. Just a quick sale, very competitive offer. It's that easy.
With nearly 12,500 five-star reviews, you can trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Don't worry about making costly repairs or keeping your home clean for showings. There are no showings, no open houses, and no costly repairs. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
It's just not normal, friends. The pain caused from chronic joint pain day after day. But some of you have dealt with that pain for so long, it's become your new normal. Short-term fixes not working. Make the decision now to say, no, not going to live with that. It's Mark Aaron back with you. Get moving again in 2025 with help from my friends at QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, joint preservation. Yes, you can revitalize your joints with advanced orthobiologic treatments at QC Kinetics. No steroids, no drugs, no surgery. This is the future of medicine using an array of natural solutions like PRP to attack the pain from arthritis. I want you to call QC Kinetics right now for a free consultation. Deal with joint pain now so you can make the most of the new year. Call QC Kinetics, friends, 770-285-8026, 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All right, couple more pieces of audio in free audio association. There appears to be food out there. I see people walking around with food.
Bagels.
And nobody told me? I guess just being the host of the afternoon drive show, it's just nobody tells me
You
things.
leave them out there for a couple days. Shelly will eat one.
Shelly will wait for like a week. You know, like food that's on the edge.
Yeah.
There was a sign out there that said nothing for Eric Von Hessler on those bagels.
I've been noticing that lately. Don't think I'm not noticing what's going on around here. All right, what do you have in audio? Oh, this is the Danish. Can I ask something? Do they speak English in Denmark?
They do. A lot of them do. It's not their primary
Because it's like
language.
weird. I watched this clip, and this guy says this about Trump, and then after that, and I thought maybe he's speaking English just so Trump will understand him. And then after that, there was another person who stood up and said, hey, I don't care how you feel about Trump. You can't talk like that in this chamber. And he was speaking English, so I don't know. Anyway, this guy, he doesn't like the talk about Greenland.
That's right. His name is Anders Visiton.
They're all named Anders over there.
And he's an MP.
Dear President Trump, listen very carefully. Greenland has been part of the Danish kingdom for 800 years. It's an integrated part of our country. It is not for sale. Let me put it in words you might understand. Mr. Trump, off.
Oh, you pulled a Bobby De Niro.
Mr. Trump, off.
You can't have Greenland. Check out my Netflix movie. It looks terrible.
And And we have one more piece of audio.
That's right. This is Trump shutting down some reporters that were trying to interrupt him.
But these people have served years of jail, and their lives have been ruined. And in many cases, listen to me for a second. Stop interrupting.
That's the January 6th people. My understanding is that, speaking of the F word, there was a plan to go in with the January 6th people kind of case by case. Okay, let's figure this out and whatever. And it was taking too long. And so finally, Trump just said, F it, pardon them all.
Get them all out of there. And of course, you're getting like all these viral videos of people talking to the J6ers, like this one.
Gregory, how does it feel to be out of jail?
It is the most amazing feeling. I can't describe it. When I took my first breath of fresh air, it was as if I felt like I was a kid again.
All right, you're not quite Nelson Mandela. Let's pull it back just a little bit.
I was a kid again.
He's having them to the White House or something. There's going to be a big event.
Boy.
Burgers and fries.
That's right. McDonald's for everybody.
Hey, listen, he won the election. There are consequences. He won the election.
Elections have consequences.
And everybody knew that was a big issue. That has been resolved by the American people. And if you don't agree with it, then you don't agree with it. But the American people have spoken on that one. That's just the way that it is.
Well, they're stupid.
That may be true, but you still have to abide by them. All right, that music is telling us two things. Shut the hell up. Get the hell out. You know us. We do what we're told. We're good people. We're patriots. You know what that means to be a patriot. Never question those in power. That's who we are here. Shelley Winter's up next. She's got a great show for you. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. I believe we're going to do one more of these this week. Two more. Today's Wednesday, not Thursday. Actually, I may have revealed that I'm planning on skipping out on Friday, but now I can't. Nobody's going to believe my excuses. All right, we'll do two more. Tomorrow, 3 p.m., you're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your journey. Do not piss off the genius.